from the bell tower, taking a stand for your rights, your liberties, and all the bullshit in between. You're listening to Break the Bell Podcast.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is finally here. It is our Christmas Extravaganza, and we are joined by the great Dave motherfucking Casey and Dan Smotz. How's it going, guys?
Fine.
so excited to be here. Dave, are you here? Dave, you are not on. Dave.
You said I know,
there you
but
are.
you're a racist, so I don't want to be a part of this anymore.
Oh, Dave, talk now. No, I can't hear Dave.
Something about and the Fed and
You can just voice over for Dave.
homie shit. In like some sort of dorky Delaware accent.
Dave. No Dave. We have no Dave. What about your audio settings, Dave? This always his work. Dave, we've had you on our show before.
What? I don't
How
remember
is-
that. I think he said.
Oh, okay. How is everybody doing out there? This is our Christmas Extravaganza. I will let Dave figure out his audio.
Extravagant.
It's going extravagant so far. We have a lot of things in store here for you. Hopefully they involve Dave. Hopefully I can get Dave going on here because I hear everybody but him. And he was like the first person to show up, too.
Oh, really?
And so, yeah, that's really
I was the first
sad.
person in the comments. No, wait.
Shannon.
You
was-
were.
Shannon
you were before me.
Shannon was here
Yeah.
before
Yeah.
you. So because Shannon loves us more than you do.
That's
so
true. That's true.
Dave is working on
Yes,
his audio.
I agree.
Dan, Merry Christmas.
And also with you.
We see typically this is our third Christmas
Yes.
extravaganza. This is the third year running. This is my favorite episode. I start planning this like literally as soon as one ends. I start planning for the next year's Christmas extravaganza.
It's like Santa Claus planning for next Christmas.
It is.
It is. And
But with much less payoff.
yeah, well, it depends on your idea of payoff. This is,
No, it doesn't.
now
We working?
yeah, we got you,
Dave.
Oh, so sorry about
Yay.
that.
What happened, Dave?
I don't know. I blame you.
Let's-
No, it was on my.
I
I'm really sorry.
blame him too.
It's usually my fault, but I knew it wasn't this time because I put a lot of prep.
I
into
did
it.
show up early. I would have had
You
that
did.
handled.
Let's try this
Just
again.
For the record,
Let's try this again. We are joined by
I spent all my time on the background.
Dave showed up early, and he's also the reason why we're 10 minutes late.
Yes,
So,
exactly.
That's
Let's try it again.
Good to see you guys.
Welcome
Merry
to the
Christmas.
show, Dave motherfucking Casey. Dave, how's it going?
It's going great, dude.
See-
Thank you for the invite.
Yeah, no problem. See,
See, I told you had that dorky Delaware accent. I wasn't lying.
Yeah, it's. Oh man, the
I love you,
accent
Dave.
is one of the, it's Jill Biden's accent. It's really, it's kind of nice.
it is pretty
Yeah,
good.
No, it's legit.
You could do a great voiceover for Jill Biden. That would be great.
Thank you.
So, like I was saying, this is our third year running. The last 2 years, we've been great. Like, we've had a tradition of having Dan and Remzo Martinez of the soon-to-be defunct On the Run podcast. And he couldn't make it this year, so now we're left with Wish App Remzo, which is Dave Casey, who can't get his shit together. So if we would have had Remzo, at least
That's what you're down to. I'm
It is.
sorry.
And Remzo is already pretty wish app. Did you just say he's canceling his latest podcast as well?
maybe I shouldn't have said. No, he announced it on Twitter that it's almost done.
I don't know.
So
I missed it.
Shannon says, emo boy is upset he isn't getting all the attention. I'm guessing she's referring to you, Dan, because you are the emo
I don't know.
child.
I'm not. I can't confirm who she's talking about.
So, Dave, I really had to scrape the bottom of the gutter to get a replacement for Remzo. So thanks for
You
coming
sure
on.
did. Gee.
It's sad for both of us, but now we all get to be together. So
We do. Dave, I don't
I'm
think
glad
it's
there's
good.
somebody here for Craig to be a dick to, other than me.
It's true. It's true.
He's not like stroking Remzo's genitals or anything.
I'll still keep stroking
There's plenty of time for that.
Remzo's genitals. Dave, I don't even know if you even celebrate Christmas, to be honest. I mean, do they do that out there on the East Coast?
we do, in fact, celebrate Christmas on the East Coast. Yeah, bro.
You guys are a bunch of degenerates. I don't know what pagan
Craig,
holidays you
They
celebrate.
celebrated it an
fact.
hour earlier than us, even.
Oh yeah, yeah, we absolutely do. I think they took maybe the Christmas tree that they brought all the way up to Times Square from right around here.
Oh,
You got Christmas
still
trees
do
all
that.
over the place. Big Christmas culture.
So they come to your state just to rob the Christmas trees from you for Times
That's
Square.
really all Delaware has.
This is really a microcosm for a lot of things. Yes, absolutely.
Fair enough. Fair enough. All right. So the way our Christmas episode works is it's not a typical Christmas. It's not a typical podcast setting. We're just here to drink and have a good time. We've got delicious homemade bourbon eggnog that is really strong because I saw the recipe. I'm like, that's going to make way too much eggnog. There's no way I can drink all that. So I cut the recipe in half, but forgot to cut the bourbon in half. So there's like double bourbon in this. So this might go off the rails really fast depending on how much eggnog we drink here. If you guys were here in the studio, you would get to drink eggnog as well.
I brought
Definitely
Christmas
jealous.
cookies. So would you like a Christmas cookie?
Oh, we get Christmas cookies too. You guys get to watch us eat Christmas cookies. What you got there, Dan?
Christmas lights that I forgot to get out from last year. They're just here in the drawer.
You're like, I feel everybody's got a festive background but me, so let me drag out my Christmas lights on
Yeah, I'm
screen.
going to do some decorating. You guys do your thing.
Fair enough. I mean,
Spruce it up in here. Yeah.
nothing like planning ahead. I mean, you haven't known about this for like a whole 365 days.
I just made my backlight red and green also for the festivities.
Oh, that's nice. I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, both of you guys up top are really killing it. Really festive and
Craig,
great.
like, went all
down
out.
here is pretty. This is the darkness. This is like
The top is like, we love Christmas. At the bottom is like, oh, Christmas.
Mine is like the Nightmare Before Christmas, and you guys are like the gay version. That all
we're like
normies
Wednesday
still do.
Addams, and you guys are like that other chick.
That's right.
There you go. Yes, I haven't seen
That
it. So I don't
desperate
know.
hoe.
I am a desperate hoe. God, my earbuds would pick this day to decide to stop working on me. So, like I was saying, Dave, as I munch on cookies in a microphone, we are here to just celebrate and have a good time. We don't. Well, we'll probably talk about politics because that's what us people do. Where'd Dan go? We don't get to watch him put his Christmas lights up because that would be the best part. So I've got.
I feel more festive now.
There you go.
I like the
I
hat.
decorated.
Is that an Ebenezer Scrooge hat?
No.
Okay. What is? Who you got? Is that a Jewish hat?
I'll crunch it.
It's my Hanukkah hat. Yes.
Those are is that your pile of Hanukkah lights?
Yes.
I love
Typical
I
festive
love the festive
Hanukkah.
Hanukkah lights. So Dave, the last couple years we have I don't want to repeat ourselves, especially if it was just Dan and Remzo again, asking what we do to celebrate and our favorite stuff. But you haven't been on here, so we don't know your favorite Christmas movies and songs and shit. So, Dave, I want to ask you, what is your favorite Christmas movie?
I bet it's Die Hard.
Oh, man. It's definitely not Die Hard. In fact, I don't know if I can't tell you the last time I've seen that movie. I think it's one of two. Scrooged with Bill Murray
That's a good one.
I still haven't seen
or
it.
Really? It's
or
on
Christmas
Amazon Prime.
Vacation.
What was it? What was the second one?
Christmas Vacation.
Or Christmas Vacation.
I mean, that's a
It's
good
classic.
That's a classic.
Yeah.
I
that one
watched
probably
Dave-
goes on 4 or 5 or 6 times throughout the holiday season.
Oh yeah.
Just like you'd put on a holiday record.
Oh yeah,
Like that
yeah.
just
So it's just on repeat in the background, just Christmas Vacation.
Yeah.
I mean, I could see that. We traditionally watch that on Christmas Eve with our kids, and I think you do too.
Not on Christmas Eve, really. So Jen and I have watched it, but
Oh, your kids don't watch it because you're actually a good dad.
Yeah,
like
right.
me, I'm like, oh no, just watch it. It's fine. That's fine.
no, we I watched.
I still
Die
haven't
Hard
watched
last
it because
night.
it's dirty.
Yeah, no, that's the best part.
I don't think it's that dirty.
Yeah, it's not.
I don't know. I haven't seen it because it's dirty.
Apparently,
but,
our town
as
doesn't think
was
so
stated
because they're going to
previously.
play it on the big building downtown.
Yeah, they're gonna project it on a downtown building and expect people to sit out in the fucking cold and watch it and be like, oh, this is how we get people outside.
And today was the warmest day of the week at 20 degrees.
Oh, they're doing it today?
No, I don't remember when it's going, but I
Probably
know.
Friday when it's negative.
I was gonna say
out.
it's the high is -5 on Friday.
Yeah.
I don't know what the rules are to this game, but I would like to challenge Dave on the Scrooged point.
Uh-oh.
What's
Oh, okay.
all right?
Yeah.
I don't
Challenge
think this
it-
has
I
ever
tried
happened.
watching it for the first time this year, and I understand that it was a different time, and I respect the nostalgia factor. And Bill Murray is a delightful human being.
Mm-hmm.
But my God, it's just falling down and yelling. Like I watched like 20 minutes. I was like, it's just falling down and yelling. Christmas edition. It's very painful.
Because he gets like, you mean like hits in the face and boom.
That's
Boom
all
bop.
the humor is. That's all the humor is just
I
falling
haven't-
down and yelling.
I would
I
argue.
don't know.
that-
It's not even about the humor as much as like the lesson of
Okay, all right.
A Christmas Carol.
We
I
gotta,
know the lesson of Scrooge.
we
I've
gotta
heard it a
keep
time or
this.
two.
Hold on.
All right, all right,
Bill
right.
Murray ad lib at the last like 10 minutes of the movie is like one of the best Christmas scenes of all time.
We got to keep this to
Didn't make it that far.
respectable debate level here. So, Dan, you said your opening statement. Dave, what's your rebuttal to that?
I would say that, yeah, you said it was your first time seeing it this year.
Yeah.
Yeah, that really has to come into play.
That's why, dude. You suck.
Yeah, I mean, no, that movie's absolutely. I mean, name a better top three. What are your top three Christmas movies? Let me shit on them.
I mean, Elf. Elf is definitely up there.
Elf is up.
And-
That's a pretty good one. I could put that in top 5 probably.
Have you seen Klaus?
No, it's like Klaus Schwab.
Yeah, that's the first thing that came
It's
to mind.
an
Christmas.
animated one that came out a couple years ago, and it was shockingly thoughtful and good. Nightmare
Cool.
Before
It's not as good
Christmas
as Scrooge,
obviously is up there.
Oh my God! I knew you were gonna say that, and
Is
you
that
know
a
what?
good-
Well, no
I know.
shit. Come on.
Oh
What
God!
movie? What did he say?
Nightmare Before Christmas.
That's not Christmas. That's Halloween.
Halloween.
That's a Halloween movie. Come on.
Oh,
And I don't let my kids watch
in the title.
Anybody that wants to bring nihilism into my Christmas movie arena,
Shut up, atheist.
That's what I was gonna say. Aren't you our token atheist on here right now?
I'm agnostic, and
Okay.
I love broing down with Christian people. So no, I'm not that guy.
All right, fair enough.
Yeah.
Too bad we don't
I-
accept you. Get out.
That's the only reason. The only reason I brought you in because I thought you were my token atheist. So get out now. Goodbye.
Yeah, gotta beat it. Yeah, all right.
Bill,
No,
Bill,
I'm,
you
I'm
gotta
learning. I'm learning to let God into my heart. I just haven't named Jesus my Lord and Savior, so we're not there yet.
That's all right. That's all right.
Though you like burning forever in an eternal lake of loving fire, right?
Wasn't it?
I just
Got
don't
it?
want to start my relationship out that way.
Wasn't it Community
mean?
that said agnosticism is the lazy man's atheist?
It really is a cop out. I mean, but we're going from militant atheist into somewhere else.
There you go.
It's
there's
no
gotta
different
be
than
a-
the person that feels like he has Christianity all figured out. Like,
I mean, that's fair.
atheism is like, I've got it all figured out,
Right.
and agnosticism is humble enough to be like, I'm not entirely sure.
I think.
And a
yeah.
good Christian is able to do the same.
I agree.
I feel like everybody to some extent is agnostic because I feel like everybody to some extent, whether they're willing to admit it or not, can honestly say, if they're honest with themselves, could say, I don't know if I have this figured out.
How many people are honest though?
Yeah, well, that's the problem. I don't even think.
None of them that say, I have this all figured out, are honest.
Oh,
Sure,
none of
'cause
them
they
that
don't.
say that are right either. They're just wrong.
I feel like we've jumped like 4 or 5 debate
We did.
topics.
How did we get here? Christmas movies. So Bill Murray's movie sucks. Shannon's a horrible Catholic, she says, and a decent Christian. So
She's
I
got
think
the
they go hand in hand.
drinking the blood of Christ down. Let me tell you.
she drinks
Love you,
the
Shannon.
shit out of the blood of Christ. So what was your
She's bleeding that dude dry.
recap? What's your favorite Christmas movie?
Mine's It's a Wonderful Life.
It's a Wonderful Life because you're old as shit.
Yeah, I am.
Yeah. You were alive when it came out. So
Yes, probably.
we've
Being
talked
as
about-
old as you are, do you really have time to keep watching that movie?
How many times have you seen it?
Man, I don't know. I fall asleep to it like all the time.
I was gonna say, doesn't it come on at 7:30 after your
that's
bedtime?
my bedtime. I like sit in the rocker and put it on.
Mine would have to be Christmas Vacation and Elf. Is there any movie that became just like an instant classic in modern day, like Elf became an instant Christmas
No.
classic?
Scrooged.
Really?
No,
I
Elf
said-
might
says
be
the
the
old man.
last. Elf might be the last Christmas classic, though. Is that the last Christmas classic?
Elf? I think so. Yeah.
Anything else awesome after that? That's
Bill referring to Scrooge as modern day when it came out, when like the year the rest of us were born. Is,
that
Bill's
was
like,
88.
Bill's like, yeah, It's a
that is
Wonderful
the year I was
Life.
born.
It's a Wonderful Life was a modern classic.
Just came out on theaters, right? I don't even know. Christmas Vacation would have been okay again. I'm old, but that was a modern classic right away.
It's just a classic.
Home Alone.
Home Alone is a classic. Home Alone, Elf. Ones that I have to see with my kids are Elf is usually the first one. As soon as the tree comes out, we watch Elf, and then my kids are like, let's watch Home Alone 1 and 2. Sometimes they're like, let's watch Home Alone 2. It's like you can't watch Home Alone 2 without watching Home Alone 1. So
the first 3/4 of Ron Howard's Grinch movie is really good, and it's classic. But then the ending really falls apart.
Is that the one with Jim Carrey?
Yes.
Okay.
that was pretty
That was
good.
a good one.
Yeah.
That was a good one.
So let's we haven't talked about on either.
Oh, the new Santa Claus show. And you
That's
all
a
watch
good
it?
one. Yeah, I like that
haven't
one.
seen it. Haven't seen it, but we are
Yeah,
going to talk about it.
fantastic.
So save that.
Tim
We're going to
Allen.
talk about it.
Brought it back. Okay, never
We're
mind.
going to talk about it. We haven't talked on the last 2 Christmas extravaganzas. Is there any Christmas movies that make you just want to vomit? Like ones that you watched
Scrooge.
once and you're like, and Dan's just like,
I
nope,
just don't get it.
nope. Bill,
My wife loves this one Christmas movie. It's called One Magic Christmas, and I can't stand it.
I've never heard of it.
Yeah, it's an '80s one.
Is it a Hallmark classic?
And it would rank up there with the Hallmark classic. Yes, it's something that the dad dies and an angel comes and the kids get kidnapped and the angel ends up fixing everything at the end, and I can't stand that movie.
Isn't that what happened on It's a Wonderful
Jack
Life?
Frost.
No.
Jack Frost is another favorite.
Jack Frost is great.
Never seen it.
Vomit movies. Jack, Dave, go. He said Jack. Dave,
Yeah, what's
go.
the one? What's the one where Michael Keaton comes back to like the?
Jack Frost.
Yeah, that movie's awful. This is. You should
Kill yourself,
No,
Jack.
dude. This is why you're so fucked up, Dan. Because you get movies like this in your generation. We have, I don't know, maybe 6 or 7
It's
years.
so
between us.
good.
It's so
so
fucked up. Like, oh, welcome to Christmas, where like your dead dad comes back in this snowman. Don't get used to it though. It's like it's so weird.
It's not gonna stay. It's
Give me
not gonna
one-
last,
give me one
kids.
second.
As opposed to Scrooged, which is very normal.
It's the Christmas equivalent of that Wham Christmas song.
That's Remzo's favorite Christmas
I
song.
can't stand
you
that
can't
song.
shit on Remzo when
can't
he's not
stand it.
here.
He knows. I've told him.
And Dave knows his argument was so bad he just couldn't stand it.
He's
so
like,
Dave
Wow.
left.
He's like,
Wow,
I'm
went there.
out. Dave just bails.
He was like, I'm going to drop something, but I can't stay here and defend it.
No, that
so-
movie sucks. And all the Hallmark movies suck. I have like 7 like apps that we pay for, and there's 3 good Christmas movies, and the rest are filled with Hallmark bullshit.
Isn't that like I started looking through? Like we have Disney Plus, we have Netflix and Hulu, and I think we log into your Paramount.
Yeah.
And I was going through all of them, and I couldn't find hardly any good Christmas movies.
Wait, have any of you guys seen the one on Netflix with Kurt Russell?
I liked it.
Christmas Chronicles.
That was
I thought it
good.
was great.
It was
Yeah.
playing in
Yeah,
the
okay.
background at the
Yeah.
Christmas
Cool.
party we went to. I have
I
yet
liked
to see
it.
So, Dave, you brought up Christmas or Hallmark movies. That's the next topic I want to talk about. How many Hallmark Christmas movies have you guys seen?
None.
Not a
Oh,
single one.
No, I purposely
I don't
avoid
think I
them.
have either.
Hallmark Christmas movies are literally like the porn of Christmas movies because it's like they release like Candace Burr. Did you hear it? Hey,
Christmas.
have you heard?
Oh,
Not
Christmas.
literal porn, but they put out like Candace Burr has been the face of Hallmark Christmas movies for about 10 years now. I didn't realize this. I didn't either, but I also didn't realize she's been in that time. I read she's been in 30 Hallmark movies.
What?
In that 10-year span. That's why I said it's like porn. It's just like, what do they do? Just like
Right.
drop one every 2 days? Well, when you're just regurgitating the same script
Right,
over
yeah,
and over,
exactly.
it's just like just change characters. Not the actors. We'll put. You know what would be great for this role? Candace Burr.
Right.
Put
Yeah.
her in. Is it
Yeah.
Burr or is it Burr?
Burr,
No
I
idea.
think. Yeah.
Burr. Okay.
Yeah,
well, I'm
right.
gonna say Burr because I don't
That's
like her.
right. It's like, did somebody order some Christmas cookies?
Did you? So, if you don't know who Candace Burr or Burr was, she's DJ Tanner from Full House.
yeah.
That's what.
She's never looked better, by the way.
Right.
No wonder she's doing all these movies.
Right.
No, I agree. She looks
Dave,
much
come
better
on.
than she
No,
did in
no,
Full
no,
House.
no, no,
No, you're
No
gonna
wonder
shit
she's doing
on-
all these. No wonder she's doing all these shitty ass Hallmark movies. Like,
Listen, when you're in the
'Cause she's
Christian
hot.
biz, bro. When you're
No,
in
no,
this,
no. She's
this
gone. She
space-
left. She left because they're not Christian enough for her now.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. Though now she's getting really picky, and plus she did 10 years in the Hallmark biz,
Okay.
so she's probably wants to like whatever get
Yeah,
back.
but the
to
Hallmark
Netflix
biz was
or
a step down from her childhood years.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
a
but one-
big step down.
something. I don't know.
From
Well, there's
Full
probably still
House.
lots of money in it, and you know
Some would say she's hotter now. Some
She
would say.
is hotter now.
Dave said she's hotter now. Now,
I
she,
also say she's hotter now. To be very clear,
she
on
is
this
hotter
point.
now. She is. She was not.
She was not hotter as a child.
No.
That's what I'm saying.
That's
Wasn't
weird.
she on The View?
She was on The View, and she got shit on constantly because
Oh,
she
I
was the
bet.
only
Wow.
right-wing
I didn't
person.
know that. She's
yeah.
way too good for those bitches.
Oh no shit! I don't know. Like they had to bring her on just because they wanted somebody.
Well,
to
they
shit
lost
on.
Elizabeth Hasselbeck, so.
Oh yeah, okay. Now they just have nobody
Oh.
that no Republican, I don't think. But yeah, she left Hallmark this year, and there's been a big thing about it because they're now putting gay shit in their Christmas movies, and she's like, I don't want that gay shit. So she went to Great American Family. Have you heard of that company?
No, what is it?
It's huge. I know it's like Hallmark for ultra Christians, I
Oh,
guess.
really?
Yeah.
Never heard
So
of
it's
it.
like the worst of the worst. It's like you took the two bad subcultures and combined them.
It's like the OAN to Fox News.
Yes.
Just like a little bit further down.
So now she's getting a lot of shit for being like anti-gay and homophobic and stuff,
Oh.
just because she switched career
I
paths.
saw that, yeah, because JoJo, whatever her face is, was like, I'm never talking to her again. I'm like, who cares?
Who who cares? Who fucking cares? So I got this video to watch. This is in tribute of Candace Bure's 30 Hallmark Christmas movies. So let's watch this real quick.
Oh my gosh, it is so great to be back in my quaint hometown. It is a welcome break from my high-paying New York City job that has left me a little cold and materialistic. No, Linda, I said I needed those deliverables streamlined into cash flow. Hold on, I need to circle back. Steve Borgalugi, is that you?
Chloe Vanderfleming?
Wow,
Wow.
it's good to sit.
I had a crush on you in high school.
Yeah, but now you were good looking.
Yeah, I am. This axe really helps. What are you doing for a living?
I am a New York executive and I am having it all.
Okay.
What are you doing for a living?
I chop down trees for people's Christmas living rooms.
Oh, so you have no money.
Is that
What level Hulu account do you have?
Does that really
Do
matter?
you even have Disney Plus?
I don't even know what that is.
Okay. Bye, Steve. It sure is great having it all.
Right?
I have everything I want except love.
But there are so many eligible men in New York.
Yes, but I am no New York supermodel. You see, I am just attractive enough to catch the eye of somebody in this small town.
That's true.
I did see Steve Borgalugi today. He is cute,
He sure is.
but he is broke.
No, he isn't.
What?
He invented the internet.
Wow, now I am attracted to him.
Right?
But I called him broke to his face. How do I win him back?
Probably a grand gesture that could be the climax of this movie.
Okay.
Chloe?
I came to chop trees with you. I'm even wearing gloves.
Wow, you've shown me that you're not just a cold, calculating, materialistic New York girl. You've showed me that you know that love is all that matters.
Yeah, totally.
Hey, Chloe, look in your jacket pocket. It's a surprise.
A wedding ring. Of course, Steve, I will marry you.
Great. Hey, Chloe, I have a confession. I am rich.
Also, you have shaved and you are now in a suit.
Yes.
Yay, now we can have true love.
I also have a dog.
Hello, dog.
That seems
That
about
guy's
right.
not that high.
That video is titled "Every Hallmark Movie Ever."
That is based AF. That she did that. So is that like? So she's working with a company, and that company put that.
That's
out,
not
and she's,
Candace.
like,
That's not
person-
Candace. That's somebody that made fun of Candace.
Damn it. I was like so excited for her to be like ragging on her old like shitty like. I'm so. I don't know who this person is. I don't know if I made that clear or not.
You suck at this. No, that's just a. That's,
Candace
so happy.
Cameron's hotter than that chick, I'll tell you right now.
that's true. That's very true. So, what do you think?
She's
Is
acting
it
worse, probably.
pretty accurate to the
Yeah.
every Hallmark movie ever?
I think so, yeah. Maybe a little bit more like push and pull.
Maybe more realistic.
Yeah, right. Yeah, exactly.
Slightly more realistic. Would you watch that film, Dave?
I would watch that film with those people in it.
Just
But
specifically.
yeah, I'm not. That's all you need to understand, the whole gist of it. It's
I feel like
crazy
I did
that
watch that
recipe
film.
works over and over. Yeah, I mean, I've never seen one all the way through, but that absolutely.
Do you want
It's just in the zeitgeist.
now?
Yeah,
Now,
that's what it
speaking
is.
of shitty like cookie cutter Christmas films, have you heard of the Netflix Lindsay Lohan Christmas special?
I saw her face.
No, that's enough for me. That's enough to be
That's
like,
no
I don't
living.
want to see this again. Like her face is so busted up and
Oh, I
carved
know.
up. Oh my god, she couldn't even like she was in a stuck smile the whole movie.
Yeah.
I actually watched the movie. Dan, had you heard of it? It's called Falling for Christmas. It's a Netflix hit Christmas special.
It's a hit.
No. I can't believe she's still alive. The last time I saw her, she looked like a young Joan Rivers in a bad way.
She still looks
and
like a
I-
slightly older Joan Rivers in a really bad way.
like older than Lindsay did, or older than Joan Rivers when she passed.
Approximately like just slightly before Joan Rivers passed. Joan Rivers. So
Unfortunate.
I watched it. I took it upon myself, sacrifice for all of you.
Took one for the team.
I took one for the team. I watched this.
Just
Like
like
a
Jesus.
4-hour review video on it. You guys should check it out. Links in the comments.
We're gonna have a watch party. That's all this Christmas special here is. We're gonna have a watch party.
We're gonna need
of-
more eggnog.
Yes, lots more.
I did not sign up for this.
Now, I watched it and it is absolutely. I don't think it's Hallmark. It's a Netflix original, I think, but
Oh,
it
okay.
is
Right.
freaking cookie cutter.
Yeah.
Like Christmas Hallmark special. Like she's a materialistic girl. Her dad owns like a high-end hotel chain, kind of like Paris
Hilton.
Hilton. Yeah,
Okay.
she's basically making fun
Would
of
you
Paris
say
Hilton.
she's a mean girl?
She is a mean girl, Mr. Grinch. And her retarded. Can I say retarded on the show?
Yeah,
Have-
absolutely.
Okay.
It's Christmas.
Her retarded. Like
It's our gift to you.
her boyfriend is like he's an Instagram icon, I guess. That's all he does for a living.
okay.
Is he's a
man
social
whore.
media guy. Yeah. And neither of them know anything about like outdoors, but they want to get an outdoor picture, so they go out on skis at the top of a mountain. He proposes to her and she falls off a mountain and hits her head and gets amnesia and can't remember who she is. And ends
Nice.
up with this poor guy or slightly poorer
It
guy.
sounds like the Goldie Hawn Kurt Russell movie Overboard.
Yeah.
Or like
Yeah.
The Majestic with Jim Carrey, which you haven't
didn't
seen.
see.
Yeah, so she gets amnesia.
Or like
and-
50 First Dates.
Yeah, or that.
Sorry, I'm trying to relate.
Poor guy finds her out in the woods, takes her back to his like poor resort that he's about to lose because he doesn't have money. And so it's been in the family for years, obviously.
Of course.
And he has a Mexican daughter for some reason. His wife, I think, was Mexican. And
They needed a little color.
yes, so they obviously fall in love, and then her dad comes looking for her, and she remembers who she was, and then goes back home, and then realizes she's with her fiance, and she's like, "Oh, I don't like this at all. I'm breaking up with you." And then she just goes back to her poor boyfriend. She's like, "I'm back," and he's like, "Oh, yay, let's celebrate Christmas." Like he wasn't upset that he just like
And she wasn't pissed that he lied to him
No,
or that he lied to her.
he didn't lie to her. She was just there, and he was taking care of her.
Okay,
while he was
so
there.
okay, got it.
And she's
So not
just
quite like Overboard.
She's like, "My family's back. I know who I am. I'm bailing." But then she's just like, "Oh, I'm breaking up with you." She goes back to him. He's just like, and everybody smiles.
Oh, right.
Like the poor guy's trying to start his snowmobile, and it won't start. And if a vehicle won't start, no matter how much you work on it, what's the reaction you have?
A lot of cussing, swearing, little hitting.
I mean, maybe that's
I smile like a maniac.
Exactly. He's sitting on there. She's like, "It won't start again." It's just like, that is not how men handle
Yeah,
that
right.
situation. That is not real. Maybe in
the joy of
Delaware,
the
that's
Lord.
how you guys deal with. I don't know. So you have to see this movie. Would you like to see at least the preview of this movie?
Yeah.
I was going to say, are we going to watch a trailer? Because as much as I don't care about this movie, your description of this movie is even more tiring.
You're kind of a dick tonight. Dude, who shit in your Christmas cookies? Here we go.
Happy holidays, everyone. Christmas has come early this year, and I come bearing gifts. Please enjoy the trailer for my new movie, Falling for Christmas, coming to Netflix this November.
That's it. She fell.
When people look at me, all they see is the spoiled daughter of the hotel magnate.
I'm coming in hot.
I just want people to remember me for more than my
We're
last
supposed
name.
to pretend she's not 42 years old.
Where exactly are we going?
Dave, she is hot. She's Lindsay Lohan.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
What's tragic is she probably would have been. Like she wasn't. She was a good looking person.
You were
Like,
gonna
I was
say
her
broad.
age. It's
You were
not
gonna
weird.
say broad, weren't you?
No, I was gonna say like when she was young, she was good looking,
Before
and
the
I was also
plastic.
her age, so it's not weird. But yeah, like of all people, like the whole reconstruction thing doesn't even make sense because she wasn't bad looking ever
I
until she started.
never
Nothing with her
understood,
face.
but
Yeah.
she was also probably diddled with as a young female actress, so she probably has a lot of daddy issues, I would think.
I would say.
Let's keep going.
Last year with you has been truly magical. Will you marry me?
Oh, Dad! Dad!
Elon Musk.
I've got you!
Is it a dead body?
Sheriff, could you please tell her to let me out of here?
First, we need to figure out who you are.
What do you mean, who I am? My name is.
So what are we supposed to do with her?
I have a place.
Does it have room service?
Jingle bell, jingle bell, jingle bell rock.
Where am I?
Alrighty, you went through the lost and found?
Are these used?
Probably. But, sometimes guests leave things here by accident, so.
Not sure this was left here by accident. The doctor did say that if I did normal things, my memory might come back.
Doctor's orders.
Have you ever actually made a bed, dear?
I don't think so. It's been almost 2 days. And what, no one's found me yet? Like unclaimed luggage.
They're probably out looking for you right now. Find my daughter.
You like her, don't you?
Well, yeah.
I think you should tell her. Wow. Look.
Beautiful.
Jingle horse, pick up your feet.
Sometimes you can't rush things. Just
Hey,
need to
question.
find my own way.
Who has a question?
Question: Is this Chris Hemsworth knockoff? Is he the guy that she was with at the beginning?
No, this is the poor-ish guy.
This is the
that-
poor guy that runs
just
the hotel.
So I was wondering, like, this is just some dude who's like, I'll take her into my home, and she doesn't remember anything, like, and
Well, he
we're going
it's not his home. He has like a small.
There's just no room
It's
at this
an
country
inn.
hospital. What are
Right,
we gonna do
yes.
with this strange woman?
Well, he's got.
I'll take her home. Sure, why not? Stranger who's here
well,
for no reason other than to rape this person.
He has a his
take
own
checks?
ski resort, like a small timey
Yeah.
ski, like old
Oh, that
fashioned
makes it better.
bed and breakfast ski resort. Yeah, so
He's a human trafficker / ski resort.
yes, basically yes. That's
He is now.
That's the second movie. That's Falling for Christmas 2. Spoiler alert, yes, he is a human trafficker. And that
but
child is
just
not
making
his
sure,
daughter.
'cause, like, it could have been a clever twist of like 50 First Dates, as some genius mentioned earlier, where it's like her husband who's like, I know I'm gonna have to regain this person's hand or whatever, or their favor, and remind them over time. But no, this is just some dude, some guy who's there, and he's like, well, I'll take this person
Yes.
who doesn't know where they are home or what their name is.
I won't take advantage of her in any way. And the whole thing,
Make her make beds.
did we get the point of the movie? Do we need to keep going?
It seems pretty like every Hallmark movie ever.
Yes. The whole movie, though, like every scene, just is like a Christmas, like an 80s Campbell Soup Christmas commercial. Like every scene is just like the girl. Every time the little girl's in it, I'm waiting for somebody to bring out like hot cocoa or Campbell's soup or something, because it's so cheesy and it's shot so cheesy. And there was you saw the little mistletoe scene there.
Yes.
Literally, this is how this happened. They walked in the door, they stopped, and then they're like, "Oh, look, mistletoe." Now, like, who looks up at the ceiling just out of nowhere? Just like, oh yeah, mistletoe.
I'm going to now.
Well, yeah. You got to make sure there's mistletoe above you.
Dan, as far as like story arcs, you were talking like Candace Cameron going from Full House to Hallmark is a downgrade. Lindsay Lohan going from where she was.
Lindsay Lohan going from a
is
Coke.
a hell of a bigger downgrade.
Yeah, Lindsay Lohan going
like she has. That's
bigger.
really like the.
She was like Disney child star.
Well, she went from Disney.
She was much bigger. Now she's much more tragic.
Yes.
20 years ago, she was Maxim magazine doing, I mean, big money movies. You know, that was her career for a little bit. But yeah, too much booger sugar. And
I was gonna say Coke
it up
in
a
Hollywood
little
will do that to you real quick.
Yeah.
Especially as like a former teen star. Coke in Hollywood, not a good mix for teenagers.
I agree. Shannon said that she was a good-looking ginger. She was.
Back in the day, yeah, she was okay.
Yeah.
If you're into that sort of thing.
Look, she was like in her 20s before I think she didn't like fall from grace completely until like 24.
I wasn't saying kids. I was saying gingers, Craig.
Oh, okay. All right. Fair enough. So do you guys now want to go watch the Lindsay Lohan? It's called Falling for Christmas, and you should definitely not watch it.
I've seen too much already.
Yeah. Go watch Overboard. It's a better movie and better acting.
Is it Christmas?
And you'll believe it when the
Sunshine,
country
not at all.
doctors give away the woman to the guy.
Yes,
because
yes.
it makes sense because it's the 80s.
I mean, and everything goes in the 80s. You can't get by with the story arcs today that you could in the 80s. In the 80s,
but see,
there were so many plot holes in the 80s. It's like, oh yeah, that makes sense.
But in this movie, he was like a carpenter. She was rich, and she cheats him on the bill, and so she ends up falling off the boat. And the doctor finds him, and he sees her, and he says, "Oh, that's my wife." So he brings her home. He has like 6 kids because his wife died, and he like puts her through the ringer, like makes her clean up dog shit, do all the laundry and stuff. And she's like, "Really? I used to do this?" And he's like, "Oh yeah, I used to love this." Well,
yeah, that's more believable.
And then she finds out, that he was lying. She gets her memory, and then she's pissed, and then he's pissed, and she goes back to her rich lifestyle, and then she realizes she was more fulfilled with the 6 kids and the carpenter. So
All right.
it was a better movie.
It sounds.
And it's Kurt Russell and Goldie Hawn.
Still very, very manipulative.
So
It was.
She did stay with him though.
She ended up going back to him because
That's fucked
she
up.
realized,
Very
but
unhealthy.
her rich husband never claimed her. He left her behind because she was a pain in the ass, and so she realized that she was wanted with the kids.
No, she just was wanted for her skills at cleaning up dog shit.
No, she was horrible at it.
Dude, that's
It's like Stockholm syndrome.
That's what I was
shit,
gonna
like
say.
Yes,
Stockholm
I
Christmas.
know. But it's a better movie.
I mean, that would not fly today at all. That'd be so misogynistic. Now, I saw a post. It was a post or an article. I didn't even bring it because it was so ridiculous. But it was talking about, can we get rid of all the misogyny in Christmas movies these days? There's always the asshole guy that the girl has to fix. And she always fixes him, and they always end up like working out
Can
together.
we get rid of the
Christmas-
toxic femininity of the girl who feels like she has to fix the guy every time?
Yeah, no
Right?
shit. What if the guy doesn't want to be fixed?
White savior complex?
What if he's just like, I don't want to be fixed. You can take it or leave it,
Yeah,
bitch.
leave me.
Now, the other part of that movie that was irritating me the most was there was so little conflict, because usually those types of movies, like, they fall in love even though they don't know each other, but then they get in a big ass fight and then they end up leaving.
And then they realize.
Yeah,
right?
and then well, their conflict was this, and I'm sorry if I'm spoiling this for all you that want
I'm
to
never
listen.
watching it.
So at one point, she's telling him to do some
There's fewer
fundraising.
people that want to watch that movie than are currently watching this show right now.
That's true. So he's about to lose his ski lodge because he's poor, and she comes up with this brilliant idea of having a fundraiser, like inviting people back who have stayed there, like taking out their guest list and inviting them back and asking for money, pretty much. And it's kind of a Wonderful Life scene where they all start
gotcha.
throwing money at him.
Money at 'em, okay.
But at first he's like, I don't want to beg for a handout, blah blah blah. And she says something along the lines of, think of all the memories that people have had. And he's like, this is literally as far as the conflict goes. What do you know about memories? You don't even know who you are. And she's like, "Aw, puppy face." Then he's like, "I'm sorry," and that was it.
That's
that was
horrible.
the
That's horrible.
conflict. It came and it went just
if it was
like
real
that.
Lindsay, she would have thrown acid in his face and kicked him in the balls.
And went back to snorting coke.
Or a normal person, like they would have had a little bit more of a response at least.
No, yeah, it was just a puppy face. A Shannon puppy.
Thank you,
a
Shannon. Yes,
puppy face.
Overboard was
Lindsay
amazing.
Lohan puppy face. Sorry, I was reading Shannon's name.
Oh.
Shannon probably has a hardcore puppy face too, but when she's not intoxicated.
Or more so then.
All right, let's change topics. I've got a guest coming on here quick, so we got a couple minutes till they do. Change topics.
If it's Brian, I'm out.
Who's Brian? Oh, Brian's coming on, but he'll be on later. I had to stop and think of who Brian was. That's sad. Somebody was coming on. Dave, when did you stop believing in Santa Claus, and why?
Same time as Jesus, right?
I was 7, and I went up to my mom and I went, "Mom, is Santa Claus real?" And she goes, "Do you really want me to tell you?" And I was like, "You just did."
Yes. or the best answer is, well, what do you think? It's like every kid knows at that point. And what do you think? Because if you believe
What
it,
would you like me to say? How would you like me to affirm your feelings right now? What pronouns and adjectives would you like me to use?
Is it even? Is it even like socially acceptable to teach your kids Santa Claus these days?
I think so.
I mean, like.
Yeah.
Looking at what the world accepts as acceptable.
No, yeah. I mean, you got to teach him that he's a person of color and that he's.
Well, then you got to realize that he's coming in and breaking into your house. So it's kind of problematic if you say he's a person of color and he comes around every year and breaks into your house.
But I would say that it is trending. Like a lot of families we know tell their kids right off the bat there is nothing.
You think so?
We did.
I know
That is
so.
a new thing
I know
that
so.
I think is picking up steam.
Yeah.
Don't want to lie to the kids.
Exactly.
And I
Don't wanna lie to
understand
their
that.
kids.
I understand that inclination. Like, are you setting them up for something? But I also, I don't know, man. There's something magical about.
What's
You're
wrong?
kind of setting them
I
up
agree.
not to trust
I agree.
you, in my opinion. So we were always kind of like, like, just so you know, we're buying these presents, motherfucker. Like, we don't have any money. We bought you these. We're not giving some fat dude that doesn't exist credit for it. But more so, like, you can enjoy the spirit of the holiday and like pretend or whatever. And they did. They pretended. There was a lot of times where there were several years where they would like set up a camera and stuff and be like, "Oh, we're gonna wait and see," and then we'd come out and put the presents down, like in front of the camera and be like, "There you go." Like that's where they come from. You know that we're the ones you asked, we're the ones who paid. And,
Now,
fuck that dude.
we did,
but also have some fun.
We did Santa with our kids, but it was always like a couple small things that Santa leaves. The main gifts. My kids need to know why they're eating ramen noodles all of December, all the month of December.
Exactly.
But we would give them like a couple like small things and say it's from Santa, and they went on till probably 2 years ago. I think is when my son finally. My son, it was
like
it was
supposed
funny
to be about like the spirit of giving and being grateful, but you're getting it from some magical dude that doesn't exist. For the nothing that you like, the no love that he has for you or whatever. Like, I don't know. There's something about it that's like
Shannon
not
says
to get all Christian-y, but it's
Is it the upside down, bro? Is it the inverted?
yeah,
Christmas?
yeah. It's the I mean it's Santa is a nice anagram, but that's a story for another day.
Shannon called you a dick, Dan, because she said, "Whatever, I'm not drunk."
No shit. What's new?
She said, "Teaching children fucking believe in Santa. We all believe in stuff we can't see. Don't be a dick parent, Dan."
Yes, stuff that we can't see that we believe we teach them, not stuff that we can't see that we know is bullshit. We don't teach them that.
Now, Dan, did you teach your kids not to have imaginations too? You're like, that's not real. Imaginary.
No,
You're never going to be happy in life.
creativity class every week, actually.
All right, Bill. When did you stop believing in Santa?
I was 14.
14.
Yeah. No. Okay.
shit.
No. You have to know this. Okay.
Like 30 years ago.
I lived in Alaska. Okay, about 50 miles from the North Pole, Alaska, where there is Santa's Village. Okay, and every year we would drive up to Santa's Village where there was reindeer and Santa Claus and Mrs. Claus.
Holy shit,
okay?
is this real? Because if I was raised in Alaska and they drove us up to Santa's Village, I'd be like, hell yeah, obviously this is real.
Yes, this is real.
Solid
And
with my
so
eyes. Yeah,
that
real
and
as
the
the earth is
fact
flat.
that my dad woke me up in the middle of the night because Santa was putting presents under the tree. We snuck downstairs and saw it. Yes, Shannon, 14. And then when I was 10, I was sitting in a hospital and I saw an old guy that looked like Santa Claus walking down the hallway. And I said, "Mom, is that Santa?" And she's like, "Go ask him." So I ran up and I tugged on him. I'm like, "Excuse me, are you Santa?" He got down on one knee. He pulled out a silver dollar, gave it to me, winked at me, and went, "Shh," and got up and walked.
Well, shit.
I was sold, man. I was sold.
First of all, this guy is playing into
You have
every
more
kid's
reasons to believe in Santa than Jesus. Like physically, tangibly, more reasons.
Has Jesus
Yes.
ever given
I
you
don't
a
hold it
silver
against
dollar
him.
and said, "Shh"?
Right?
All right,
No.
so we've got our guests on. Our first guest of the evening, besides you assholes. We've got at the Wayside. I've got Phil. Is Matt there, or is he bailing on us today, Phil?
Oh, I couldn't tell you, man.
He's
probably
really late.
He's probably in the car on his way, realizing he doesn't actually have to go anywhere. Thank you, buddy. That was
He didn't realize
perfect
that,
timing.
he didn't realize there's this thing called like call-in, like streaming.
Well, he's the one who sent us the link, so naturally he'd be the last one in.
Well, obviously, we got Phil and Andy from At the Wayside, and you all have heard. If you listen to the show at all, you've heard their music because we play it every single episode. We pirate you guys' music for our pre-show.
Perfect.
Oh yeah.
Oh, sweet.
Absolutely.
I've never listened to this show, so I have no idea who you are. But it's nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Hang on, let me deal with this.
No problem. We have kids too.
For a minute.
Andy,
I have a lock on my door, so I just locked everything out there.
Fair enough.
Dad life.
He's had kids. He knows the rule. Phil is too whipped to lock his kid out.
He's currently turning my key light off. Yep. Thank you, buddy.
Fair enough. How's it going, guys? We're just talking about.
It's going.
Now I there he is. Matt, we were just saying how late you would probably be. Matt?
That's funny.
Now we were just talking about Santa Claus, and Phil, I saw you pop in with your kid, and I was like, oh shit. I
taught him when he was born Santa wasn't real.
Okay, so you're one of those dick parents too.
No, I have other secrets I'm keeping from him till he's old enough.
All right, fair enough.
It's hard enough to hide certain things.
Fair enough.
This way, please.
I respect it.
Now, I'll ask you guys. I just asked this question to a couple of the rest of them. Then y'all jumped in, and I stopped caring about them. When did y'all stop believing in Santa Claus, if you believed in Santa Claus?
Man, you know what? I had the same conversation with my dad. I think there was a Boy Scout camping trip we were on, one of the father-son type things. And you know, there's like a tradition where the scouts, they go out and they go snipe hunting at like 2 a.m. There's no such thing, right?
It's pretty much Santa Claus too.
Well, so it was freezing cold and he wouldn't let me go out, and I was all upset. Like, why won't you let me go hunting? And he sits me down. He's like, because it's not real. They're chasing after nothing. And I'm not letting you walk around in the freezing cold. And like, I think it was like that same night that we had a conversation about stuff that wasn't real that all my friends believed in. I have this memory, like partial memories of it.
You were just crushed to the point where you're like, what else isn't real?
Oh, I just was like, I thought the rest of my friends were so stupid for believing it. I'm like,
is the mailman even real? I never see it come.
Right.
It's like your world was flipped upside down and you became a nihilist at that point.
Right. Yeah, exactly. I was Rick and Morty before it was cool. Buddy, can you go that way?
Your kid is my favorite part of this show. So
oh yeah, he's not going anywhere. You might as well just.
Matt,
you're
quiet.
He doesn't believe
there.
in Santa, so he's based.
Matt, when did you stop believing in Santa?
Honestly, I have no idea. Sometime before I was 10.
Like 30 seconds ago when you brought it up.
Shit.
Yeah.
He's just sitting there wide.
Honestly, I don't know. I'm not sure what's going on now. My world's been rocked.
Don't go home and kill yourself because Santa's not real.
My story's a little different, though.
Andy, yours is? What's your story? This sounds good.
So I kind of realized I got to keep my voice down. I got kids out there that still believe. So,
yeah, they're what?
Yay!
12?
But my parents told me and my sister when we were like, I was like 13, but like I didn't believe at that point anyway, because I caught them several times putting all the presents down. But my sister was 12 and she broke down like screaming and crying, and it was the funniest day ever.
Just tragic.
How much has therapy been ever since then? Ever since that very wholesome tradition.
That's how Scrooge started.
Yeah, it's like you're a dick if you don't teach your kid Santa, but if you do, you have to break the news to them and crush their spirits.
And that's the thing.
Just so you know, I'm a liar. Don't trust me ever again.
Exactly. Yep. I think there are two ways to look at it. You could either be a terrible parent on the surface, but deep down you were planning for this, or a great parent at the beginning who has to deal with years and years of traumatizing.
So we're all terrible parents, me and you.
Everything. At some point, yeah, there's no stopping it.
I haven't told my kids yet, so
that there is or there isn't.
That there isn't. I haven't told my kids yet.
Now,
are they listening? I'll tell them.
No, they.
I
better
feel
not.
like I work too hard to buy my kids presents to let them think that.
Well,
someone
that's-
else bought
That's what I was
See, that's
saying.
how
I
I
was
feel,
broke as
too.
shit. I'm not
I'm
gonna
like,
give
really?
some fat dude.
This was really difficult for some fat
Well,
idiot to come bring you
Right.
That's
that you don't know.
well, that's what we were.
Like gratitude from some person that's made up. Great.
Right.
That's a good lesson to learn.
That's what we were talking about.
You need
before.
validation from a strange man who sees you when you're sleeping. Like, no, I don't.
That's creepy.
That sets people up for transgenderism. You know, affirmation. I mean, that's what it is.
Trans Santaism.
Yeah.
'Cause
Trans.
he can be
That's
anyone
quite a
that-
pipeline. The Santa to transgender pipeline is real, my friends.
Santa's the gateway drug to transgenderism.
Yeah.
I didn't know we were going that way.
That'll be the title of the episode, I think.
They didn't either.
So, your kids didn't. You didn't do Elf on the Shelf, though.
No.
Elf
hell
on the
no.
Shelf
Hell
is
no.
the worst holiday tradition that's ever been invented in the history.
That's my favorite.
my
Honestly, it's just the memes that are funny, like the other rhymes that
Yeah.
aren't Elf on a Shelf.
Yes, those are hilarious. Now, my wife, I tried to keep her out of it, and then one year she went out and bought them, and bought 2 of them because we have 2 kids, so they both need their own elf. But the problem is she would always fall asleep, and I would be left at like midnight, like trying to think of a new creative. The first year was fine because it's like 30 days or like 25 days, 25 ideas. Then the second year comes around, it's like, I've done all of this.
Yeah.
And then the third year comes around, and it's like, okay, this fucking sucks. There were so many times that I'd forget and wake up at like 6 in the morning. I'm just like, what the fuck? What do I do? And so my wife, her idea was always to give them like, put some candy with it and just put the elf out. I'm like, that's not creative.
Yeah, right.
I would always. The reason my kids always believed it was because I would always make the elves make a huge fucking mess. And they're like, I know this isn't you because you would never make a mess like that. So, and then I make my kids clean it up.
Yeah,
'cause
there
it's
you
their
go.
damn
There you go.
elves.
I would have to set mine up like playing my guitar or shoving a pick into my acoustic. Like that. Something I would never do, but they totally do all the time.
You're like, Dad would never let anybody touch his guitar.
Exactly.
Andy, do you got kids?
4 of them.
Oh yeah. You said your kids had to be quiet. Do you do Elf on the Shelf?
No.
Okay, good.
We barely have a Christmas tree. We have
Ain't nobody got time for that.
You barely have a shelf.
So I've got a son that's on the spectrum, and he likes to destroy everything. So we put the Christmas tree up, and I told my wife, I was like, it has the lights already on it. So I was like, just go with the lights. I mean, it's got like the fake snow and everything on it. It looks good enough the way it is. But she was dead set on getting
Glass ornaments
and no, plastic ones.
Fabergé ornaments.
Yeah, so she went with those ornaments, and she came up with this brilliant idea that she'll take zip tie them to the tree.
To the musical?
I kept telling her, I was like, I hate to tell you this, but this is going to be an I told you so thing. And she got so pissed at me, and I'm like, just go ahead and do it. She literally did it. I woke up to go to work the next day. By the time halfway through the day, he had ripped every single one off the tree, and they were just kind of being thrown around the house until I
Zip
just threw
ties
them
and
away.
all. He got through the zip ties.
Oh, dude, he ripped everything apart.
Well, how are the zip ties holding it onto the branches? Because aren't they just like, essentially just like tubes?
But they didn't, obviously. Obviously.
Well, I mean, the plastic ornaments are still like every other ornament where it just has the 2 flared pieces of
And it holds it,
tin
yeah.
and holds it in.
Mm.
So he was just ripping those things off and
You got
throwing them
zip
all
ties
over.
left
You
on
just
the
had like a
trees.
death trap.
So I had a tree full of zip
Spiky.
ties.
So the question is, did you actually tell her I told you so?
Who
does that?
My real question is,
He's still alive, isn't he?
it's hard for me to know who's who because I don't know you anyway or your names, but you all look like the same person.
Let's see
Are
if I
you
can-
all brothers? I'm curious.
Not even close.
No.
You all look like
We've
the
known
same-
each other for a long time.
Here, let's
I
see.
think
Oh, there's
I've
names.
actually known Matt the longest, believe it or not.
We have
met Matt when I was like
Oh.
11.
I've known
Gotcha.
Matt longer
Just
than any
curious.
of y'all because Matt's the only one I've ever really met. So the rest of y'all I know through Matt ish, and I've seen your music, and that's it. And Matt talks a lot of shit about both of you. So
Oh, I'm sure. Dude,
So like
we were
Phil is
actually
like
all
the
just
young.
This
I'm
would
ready to
never
go.
have happened if we had any of our old bassists still in the band.
Phil
There would
is
be
like
a whole band joining you right now.
That's what
it's
I
like
hear.
Phil, then Andy, then Matt, like the same guy going through like drug addiction or something.
Which one's
No,
on
it's
which
like
end
that
of
one
the?
guy. What's his name?
You figure it out. You do the math.
Oh boy.
So Matt already told me.
I'm the one on the end.
Matt told me he's like we
You're
were
in the middle.
we were planning on
Take
having
solace in that.
we were planning on having a full band arrangement, but the bassist, and I'm like, you don't have to say anything else, dude. That you answer the question there. So
Bassists don't matter though. So
they really don't.
See, I think our problem is this: we want a good bassist, so we keep hiring like really good guitar players. but the problem with that is they hate bass guitar, and they resent us every time we play a show. They're like, somebody be like, "Yeah, you did a great job on bass," and they're like, "I'm a guitarist. I play the guitar." We're like, "All right, this isn't gonna."
They bust
So you've
out
got
Matt
you've got the
Foley
guitar
right on the
drama
spot.
with the bass flakiness and combine the two.
I mean, the
Great.
drama. That's really where the drama was. There isn't any other than that.
So just don't have it. Just backtrack the bass. That's all you got to do.
Well, so we've got a really good friend of ours that we're going to be having play with us. You know, no
Is he a
strings
guitarist?
attached. No strings attached. It's like bassist with benefits. You know, like we can have him. We can do things with him, but like he's not committed to us.
With or to him.
And he could play with
Both.
other people, and we wouldn't be offended.
This is really dirty.
And we know he will.
Now,
Which, yeah, for sure.
all this
Or
lot of bass whores out there. All this build up to say, you guys, I've been actually I tried to get you on last year to play a song for us, but I think your bassist quit then too. So
No, he was fired.
oh, okay. so it didn't work out last year.
Let's just be clear about that one.
This year, I'm like, dude, do you want to make up for screwing me over last year? And Matt's like, yeah. And then like 2 days ago, he's like, oh, we don't have a bassist. So
we'll just do it ourselves. Yeah. No, dude, I want to do that in general. I want to do a live band performance on a podcast. I'm just scared to death.
yeah, there's so much.
Streaming issues.
There's so
I
much.
mean, you know, it's hard enough to get my camera to work and show up on here.
Oh,
And
me
then I
too.
know
Us
that as
too.
soon as I go to strum my guitar, it won't work and we'll be
Yes.
live. And
yes. Yeah. Well, Matt was like,
are we not getting a musical performance?
we are
'Cause
we
I
are
was
getting
promised
music.
that
We're getting
online.
music.
Okay.
It's just not live because Matt was like, "Hey, we're gonna do a live acoustic set," and I had the same worry. I'm like, "Can you record it locally too?" Because I have all kinds of internet issues. And he's like, "Yeah, no problem." Then he's like, "We're actually recording it," and I'm like, "Okay, fine." okay.
We did play it all through like in one take. It's all live,
You'll
recorded.
be able to tell it's not.
Yeah,
Dr.
you're like,
Nuts
oh,
at
that
all.
was flat.
You guys should play it up.
Stopped and done it
Pretend
again.
Like you should have all gotten up and walked into a different room and then went down to one camera and then it's like, oh, this is us. We walked into the same room. Nobody would know.
Yeah,
Nobody-
We're just here. You guys go ahead and screenshot.
Yeah, everybody would be like, "Wow, they're amazing at transitions."
Yeah.
Now, the assignment was to come on and play a Christmas song, and I told Matt that, and this is, you guys gave me a Christmas song, I guess.
It's a song for Christmas.
It is. It's Christmas
I will
time, and
say
it's
this,
a song.
I didn't know that.
It's a Christmas present
I will
either
say
way.
this too. I forgot.
And
Andy, how many times did I ask Matt, what song does he want us to play?
now, in Matt's defense, I asked him a year and a half ago for last year, so
Oh, that doesn't count. Yeah,
Yeah.
it could have changed. But this is more of like
just
I
call it
don't
a
know.
Christmas song.
I got stuck doing the music last year because you
should've-
guys bailed.
You should have
Did
just
you?
said "Merry Christmas" at the end, and then it would have counted as a Christmas song. That's all you had to do.
I mean, we
Or
could
wore
have
hats.
Maybe it's cold.
We
Funny
will
hats.
do that. We will as soon as it's over. We're gonna be like Merry Christmas.
Fair enough. Do
I'll
you,
believe it.
do you want
I
to say
choose
any,
to believe.
Do you want to say anything about this song before I play it?
It's not a Christmas song.
It's not.
It's like, and it's not even one of those where like people will debate it and be like, "Oh, it's Die Hard's a Christmas movie." No, it's not. Like everyone will know it's not a Christmas song. You know,
Fair
whereas
enough.
Die Hard's clearly a Christmas movie
Until we say Merry Christmas at the end.
Until you
now,
say "Merry Christmas" at the end.
for sure.
Yeah, everyone will be.
So is that going to play for the next 3 minutes? So I have time to change my daughter real quick.
It's gonna play for the next 3 minutes.
Okay.
That was a
'Cause
nice
I can-
intro.
I can- she's like, "Daddy, poop." She's two. So.
Well, while Phil goes and changes his poopy daughter, listen to this Christmas song from At the Wayside.
This is now the first for the words that you wrote from a hotel bed in Jersey. Every letter carved in ten, every word you meant to keep me waiting. These are not the words to describe what it felt like. Couldn't find in my own mind. Stop reading it over again. I love you and always will. You said I don't never hear this song. I hope you never hear these words enough to sing along. I don't have melodies for you. I hope you never hear these words. You don't deserve to. Listen to my thoughts on one drum calls from a San Francisco apartment. These are not the reasons that I spend so much time pretending to move on. I'm not pretending anymore. I hope you never hear this song. I hope you never hear these words enough to sing along. I don't have melodies for you. I hope you never hear these words. You don't deserve to. I'm sick of the soft white wall with a poster of Audrey, a cigarette holder in it, a nameless cat, a man in a jacket staring, standing in the rain, in the street, with a sense of a hope that seems to be like a dream. Is it me? 'Cause it's everything that's never meant to be. I hope you never hear this song. I hope you never read these words enough to sing along. I don't have melodies for you. I hope you never hear these words. You don't deserve to.
Merry Christmas.
There it is. There it is.
Good one, dudes.
I almost unmuted and said "Merry Christmas" in the middle of it. I feel like that was a song,
that
a
would've
beautiful
been
song for
hilarious.
Santa. You hope that he never hears it. As an elder millennial, I
He'll
respect
never
it.
hear this song because he's not real.
Yeah, yeah.
Right, Eddie?
As an elder emo, I respect it even more.
Yes, yes.
I love Dashboard still, so keep it up.
Yes,
I like it.
I was told last year when Matt came on and we first started playing your music, I was told you guys are like angsty pop punk music from the early 2000s, and I think that's respectable because that was the
It's my
last
shit.
That's my shit too.
We're trying to evolve here and there, but like not too much
Yeah,
because
don't
we
lose
don't want to end up making music that we hate.
No, don't do
Right,
that.
yeah.
Don't lose the teenage
He'll be
angst.
Seether by next year.
No, we're gonna be what's that band that everyone wanted us to sound like? Transit. Right, Andy?
You mean when you say everyone, you mean me? I love that band.
Well, guys, thanks for the song. It was awesome. It wasn't a Christmas song, so you didn't pass
Not
the
even a little-
assignment.
not even a little.
But I do have to kick you off because I'm having another person jump on here pretty soon, and I only can have so many people on at a time, unfortunately. But it was great to have you guys on. We'll have to get you all back on again soon because
For sure.
it's always fun.
Thanks for having us.
We're gonna play a Christmas song in July, so you
That's
can
beautiful.
Yes.
count that.
Yes.
That'd
Yeah,
be
we'll
the
have you
plan.
back on like August to play your Christmas hit. So that'd be great.
Okay, perfect.
Well,
All right.
Good to meet you guys, Matt.
good to meet
Thanks,
you.
guys.
You're the end of the
Thank
drug
you.
war.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, guys.
Christmas.
Now that Andy's just going to stick around. Matt's just here. He just turned his camera off.
I love you, Matt. You're not a drug addict.
I'm lost, bro. I don't know now.
Well,
I'm having issues.
Now that we got rid
of
of the others, we're
All
just.
right. I will talk to you guys later.
All right, bye.
Merry Christmas.
Well, that was At the Wayside. Again, we play their music for our pre-show and our break and shit. And speaking of break, we're about due for a break because we got Dan's favorite, Brian McWilliams, coming on here in just a couple minutes, and I don't want to be on break when he comes in. So before we do, though, I've got...
we have to take a break?
I got to piss. That's the biggest
Oh.
thing. So is
You're
that okay? Can I piss? Dave, can I piss? Dave, you're muted.
You could do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Dave gets it. He's old too.
Dave's like, I already pissed. Dave's like, I've got a bag. I pissed.
Just did.
Just right now.
Before we go to break, though, I have this. It's we were talking about like Christmas classics and stuff, and this is it's going to be an instant hit Christmas classic cartoon. So I want to play this all for y'all before we go to break. So here it is.
Well, Jeff, it's another damn Christmas Eve. Go round up the reindeer, I guess.
Sure thing, Santa. Harold. Harold. Harold!
What?
Hey, Harold. Santa wants all the... Oh, Jesus Christ!
What?
Harold, you're... What the hell happened?
What do you mean?
You're a fat ass.
I got stung by a bee.
Harold, it's Christmas Eve. You're in no shape to fly.
Good. I never wanted this job in the first place.
How can you say that? What about the chip?
Don't even say it. I hate those little assholes. Are you telling me you actually enjoy making toys? When are you going to grow a pair and tell that fat ass you want to be a dentist?
Why would I want to be a dentist? Who the hell wants to be a dentist?
Wait, you... Oh, whatever. Just get the hell out.
Fine, but Santa's gonna be pissed.
Ho, 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 Jesus Christ. What do you want? You're huge. Yeah. Have the others not been letting you join the reindeer games again? I hate the games. You'd have to be an idiot to join in all the reindeer games. Harold, you're not like the other reindeer. I know. It's this damn red nose. Yeah, that and... Listen, nobody gives you crap for being such a fat ass. They write songs about your jiggly fat stomach. Harold, you leave me no choice. You're off my team. Good.
This is one hell of a foggy Christmas Eve, Santa.
Damn, how am I even going to see?
Well, there is one option.
No.
He's really all you got, you know.
Fine, go get him. Harold, I'm sorry for all the things I said. It's Christmas, and the children need us. Harold, with your nose so bright, won't you guide my sleigh tonight? No! Dude, you gotta have headlights or a flashlight or something. Like you even have a choice. Ho, 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 Jesus Christ.
Definitely a classic.
Definitely the next hit Christmas classic.
Yes.
Dan's speechless. Dan's just completely speechless.
Who put that thing together?
I'm not sure. Might have been me.
I like how whoever put it together was like, all right, I'm gonna put together this Christmas video here.
That was me.
And all of this royalty-free Christmas music is out there, but I'm gonna go for the Mega Man soundtrack instead because I think that's what needs to
He's playing a video game, damn it. It was video game music.
It's great, dude. No, I fucking love that jam, and I remember it from
from my childhood.
I knew somebody old would remember. We're gonna take like
very, very Christmassy.
It was very Christmassy. The whole thing was great and Christmassy.
Just about as Christmassy as that song we just heard before the break.
I'm gonna take like 2 minutes to take a piss, and then we're gonna have.
You
some
didn't
more
do
fun.
that? I thought that
No,
was what we were doing just now.
No, that wasn't. I said before we take a break because I wanted you to watch that, but you walked away.
I was just turning my fan down.
Fair enough. We'll be right back here in just a few minutes. 2 minutes. Goodbye.
I'm dreaming of a white Christmas, just like the ones I used to know, where the treetops glisten and the children listen to hear sleigh bells and the snow. Yeah, 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 dreaming.
We're back, but Dave is not here, and our mics weren't muted either. So Dan heard me calling him a dick.
I did. I'm fine with it. I accept it.
Well, we can wait for Dave to come, but with us, we have joined with us the once again sick, funny man, Brian McWilliams. Brian, what
By
the
sick
hell?
you mean hungover. Inevitably
No,
hungover.
no, not this time. I am legit sick. Everybody in LA.
I'm
is
not
sick
hungover.
right
I'm drunk.
now. Nice. Well, that's what I would be if I wasn't sick. It's seriously, it's like a zombie apocalypse. I went to the store today to get cough medicine, and like the only thing they have is Alka-Seltzer brand cough and flu. Which
So it's
I
like
didn't know was a
$35.
thing. Dude, I don't know. I mean, they should be gouging. If they were gouging, these people wouldn't be buying all the cough medicine. That's the thing.
They're using it to make
They just
meth.
have to-
You realize that, right?
I certainly fucking hope so. I mean, honestly, I go out. You know, I one time was so drunk in Denver that I actually went to a homeless encampment and tried to buy crack. And I wouldn't have had to do that if people in Denver were making plentiful meth out of Alka-Seltzer cold and flu tabs.
Fair.
Very libertarian.
So
yeah,
coming in strong with the libertarian messaging.
Brian, before you came on, we had a band on that I've been friends with for years, and last year this time I asked them to come on, and they bailed on me like the day before. In the same sentiment, in the same holiday spirit, last year I invited you to come on, and you bailed on me the day of, and you're like, dude, I'm sick. I got the Rona or something.
Yeah.
And then today
And
you're
then
like...
I had to do our song.
Yes, you had to
that
do
you weren't there for.
Yeah.
I had to do it by myself.
Did you guys play Rudolph the Messed Up Reindeer yet?
Yeah. Well,
The
that's what
classic
I
that
performed
Dan-
last year.
Oh,
I performed
you
it
did?
last year without
Oh,
you. And
that's awesome,
admittedly,
man.
it was much better because you weren't there. But
I have the
thank you and
voice
also
of an
fuck-
angel. We all know that. The
So-
voice of an angel, the body of a sex demon, and the testicles of some unknown corpse donor that were put in my body after a terrible bicycle accident when I was a young man.
So Brian, today I get a text from you. Hey, I'm sick again. I'm like, oh, here we go. This is Brian McWilliams at Christmas. Apparently.
Yeah,
He just-
it is, dude. Well, you're going out. It's like for the past week, it's been like nonstop, like party, podcast. But it's just like nonstop everything. Plus, every kid in the world is sick, and I have 2 of them. So you know how they bring home diseases. These
They
kids,
are
They're worse
diseases.
than malaria mosquitoes. They are. It's true.
So Brian, I heard you're a bit of a comedian, and I don't know if anybody's ever asked you this before.
Fake news.
Tell me a joke, Mr. Funny Man. Take it away.
All right, I'll tell you. I got a good. It's the first day of Hanukkah today. Did you guys know that? You anti-Semites.
Everybody stay muted so you can't hear the laughter.
Yeah, well, I mean, in honor of Hanukkah, I was thinking about going down, traipsing down the Jewish lane, doing something for the Jewish people.
What is the
and
Jewish
I had an
lane?
idea. What's that?
What is the Jewish lane?
The Jewish lane? It's just like it's like any lane, except you can't pronounce any of the names. And it's every street sign has the little curlicues that the Jews have on the sides of their heads leaning off of them. It's actually beautiful. They blow in the wind, and it looks like pretty lady scarves in France on a windy day. So anyway, I'm thinking I want to open up something for the Jewish people in honor of this holiday. And so what I have in my mind is to open up a kosher hot dog stand called Ann's Franks. And I'm thinking it wouldn't be much, just a little hole in the wall, nothing special, nice quiet place. And I'll have one special called the Attic Dog. And all it is a regular hot dog that you have to eat very, very quietly. There you go.
Dan's got his Jewish hat on in honor of your Aunt Frank.
Oh, nice. Looks good.
In the spirit of the holiday.
It looks amazing. I wrote a couple jokes just for this show.
Perfect. It's like
no, I don't even call them jokes. I'll call them riffs. How I'm surprised. Yeah, libertarians.
We wouldn't
have
call
to
them
hate
jokes
Santa.
either.
No, and you won't when I'm done either. But how we have to hate Santa Claus because that son of a bitch doesn't believe in property rights. Comes in, fucking lands his reindeer on the top of your house, comes down your chimney, eats your food, and then just gone. No way to get that money back for the shingle repair. No representation. He does look libertarian though. He's fat with a beard.
Did they not invite him into their house?
Santa Claus? I don't know. Is it like a,
If they
is it
left
like
the
a
food
vampire
there
rules?
for him.
It's a social contract. Everybody signs it without signing
There
it.
you go. Yeah. When
If
you
you're
live in a
born
Christian
America,
nation,
especially, we get the most Santa Claus encounters. So
yeah, we should.
He's the most generous to us with our will.
I do like that Santa Claus is big on non-union labor. That makes me happy. And he's big into destigmatizing elf sex work. That's how he and Mrs. Claus has stayed married so long.
And child labor, they would say.
And child labor for that moment. And what was the last thing? Oh, I want to say that this show, coming on this show, my last quote-unquote joke, has given me the best gift every libertarian needs, which is a healthy hatred for other libertarians. So thank you for that Christmas gift to all of you.
Merry Christmas.
Amen. And also with you.
Now I'm imagine doing comedy on a podcast with people who do podcasts is harder than like a captive audience that pays to listen to you because we just talk over you while you're trying to give your jokes. And we're
know, it happens a lot in bar shows too, trust me. People talk over you all the time. I actually had a buddy who kicked
That's a good one, Brian. Anyway, let's talk about some Christmas stuff.
What have you been talking about? I'm very curious.
Lots of things. We talked about like when you stop believing in Santa Claus, which I don't believe that you believe in Santa Claus based on the jokes that you just told.
I believed in Santa Claus. My dad was clever. He did the whole dress up like Santa thing. You know, I caught him putting the presents
Making
under
out
the
with
tree.
Santa?
Yeah, making out with Second Santa. It was never good. I was actually on a short-lived sitcom called My Two Santas. And very rare to find an openly gay Christian Santa couple back in the early 80s. But, you know, we ran for 2 seasons.
Nice.
But yeah, so I found it. I
2022.
I don't know, 5, 6. I don't know. It's always some asshole tells you at school, and then that ruins it. 6. I'm gonna say 6.
All right. See, me and Dan had the pleasure of not believing in Santa because our parents were Christians, and that was like.
That's why we're such well-rounded children now.
Yes.
Clearly.
I was
Wonderful
14. I didn't even ask. My parents decided they had to tell me, or else I would have been messed up. They're like, "Hey, son, you're almost in high school. You have to know this."
You're going to be highly disappointed.
I'm like, no, I don't want to listen.
Also, we're going to tell you where babies come from. Also, not Santa Claus.
I learned about that before Santa Claus.
so you,
I'm so confused
you knew about
by
sex.
Bill's mic. It says he's muted, but he's not muted. I thought this whole time he was muted.
No. Yeah, but I just make it look like it so people don't expect something out of him.
Oh, that's smart. That's a good idea.
No. So Bill, you learned about sex before you learned Santa wasn't real.
Yes.
He learned that storks are fake before he learned that birds aren't real. Before he learned that Santa is also not real.
That is true. Yes.
Now,
yes.
Both government conspiracies.
On that note, my son stopped believing in the Easter Bunny long before Santa or even the elf on the shelf. Because one year he's like, there's no way a rabbit drags around drags around the stuff for all these kids. There's no way a rabbit can do that. It's like, but you believe in a stuffed elf that clearly is fake. Clearly is fake. I mean, he's scared to death.
Well, he's never seen an elf. He's seen a rabbit.
Well,
he knows
the
they
best
get dragged
argument
shit
for
around.
Elf on the Shelf is the Chucky movies, right?
Right. There you go.
They're like, you
There
don't believe in this motherfucker. This is what happens when you don't listen to Elf on the Shelf. This is the next. It's like a Pokemon. That's the next evolution.
No, but I get that because I showed my kids Superman the movie, the Christopher Reeves, where he flies around the planet to turn back time. We sit there through the whole movie, and it wasn't until he's flying around the planet that I lean over and I'm like, this isn't real. You can't do that.
See, you'll do that. You'll tell him that, but you won't tell him it's Santa Claus.
Yes.
I thought you were going to tell him that, and you say, now you see how you turn back time. Watch what happens when you go one more rotation than you should, and then you show him Christopher Reeve in the wheelchair. So be careful with time travel, kids. One rotation too far, you're in a wheelchair for the rest of your life.
Gotta be careful.
Oh my God! Then
Merry Christmas.
We talked about all-time favorite Christmas movie, and that got into a heated argument. All-time favorite Christmas movie. Before you let us go, I know you have short time. What's your all-time favorite?
I do. Yeah, I got to do a call.
He's gonna say Scrooge too, because he's a fucking moron.
Scrooge 2 exists? Oh, Scrooge as the
Also,
I do love it. I watched Scrooge on Christmas Eve.
See?
No, it's a
Told you.
neck and neck tie for me between Muppet Christmas Carol and A Christmas Story.
I love Muppet Christmas Carol.
I do
It's
too.
the best Christmas Carol.
Yeah,
it is.
Love Christmas Carol, the shortened version for TV where it doesn't have that gay ass song of like the love is gone or something in the middle.
Ah, it's a great song.
That's the worst part of the entire thing. There's a version that doesn't have that. And
so the one where they
yes.
go, it's like Kermit and the little kid, and they're like,
Yeah.
doop 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 doodle doop
Yeah,
doop
that's
doop
great.
Well,
doop
yes.
doop doop.
There's still the Muppets
Yes.
in the movie, but just doesn't have that song. Yeah.
That was a very great Kermit impersonation, by the way. You should quit comedy and just do Muppet
They
impersonations.
need help. Disney sucks with
Well,
the
I
Muppets.
could pull off a few things if I put my mind to it.
So I've met
Either Kermit or Jordan Peterson.
Muppet Christmas Carol is
They're
the
very
only
similar.
Muppet Christmas Carol is the only Christmas Carol I will sit through and endure because the rest. I mean, I've seen them, and we watched them every year as a kid. I mean, it's so long and drawn out, and as a kid, it's terrifying. First of all,
My favorite part is where Kermit comes out and he's like, "Clean your room, you damn moralists. We'll see who cancels who."
Does that happen?
Yeah.
No.
I don't remember that part.
Jordan
So wait,
Peterson.
so what movie won then? Scrooged? Was that the top?
That seems to be a big hit amongst the older generation,
No,
like Dave
yeah.
and Bill and
awful.
yourself. And Dan is just
It's
like
screaming and falling down.
Dan-
That's it. That's the whole movie.
No.
Yelling and falling down.
it's Bill Murray. What do you expect?
I love Bill Murray.
Well, you know, she really broke his nose with the toaster. When she hits him with the toaster, the fairy, she actually broke his fucking nose.
That makes me
I
respect.
made it that far.
Makes me
Yeah,
respect.
true story.
See,
You can see his nose is kind of blown up. They just stopped filming because she actually hit him with it by accident.
And I think isn't the last
For
movie
comedy,
that
Dan.
Bobcat
It's not just
Goldthwait
boom
says?
boom bat. It's for comedy.
What's that, Bill?
Those,
Right.
Oh, isn't it the last movie that
Didn't choose
Bobcat
it, neither
Goldthwait
did
had
she,
done?
I would assume. Otherwise, that's assault and battery.
I don't know. Listening to all the shit that's coming out against Bill Murray these days, he probably deserved it. He probably did.
Oh, I hate that.
I say Bill Murray can rape whoever he wants. All right.
On that note, ladies and
I
gentlemen,
still listen to Thriller.
Any final question? Because I got to jump over to this call I have.
that doesn't sound important though.
Sadly, it is. I would trust me. Being sick, I wish I could cancel it. I wish beyond wish I could cancel it.
His wife is like delivering chicken noodle soup or something to him. He's like, I gotta take this call. It's really important because I have the sniffles.
So anyway, talking to my mistress, not going to make it out this year for holidays. It's got to do a video chat. All right, what do you want? One more thing.
One more thing. You got a question for him, Bill?
Favorite Christmas dinner thing?
That's gay.
You know what? I've always wanted to cook a Christmas goose, but what we end up, I make a giant prime rib every year.
Nice.
Buy the big old thing, cut the rib, wrap it in twine with rosemary on it and black peppercorns, and I cook that bastard up with some nice garlic mashed potatoes. And my wife's gonna make cream spinach. So that's our tradition.
Sounds amazing.
Wow,
Sounds amazing.
Your wife sucks. You make all that, and then she's like, "I'm gonna bring cream spinach."
Here, I poured some milk on some vegetables, and I put it in the microwave. Wonderful. All right, Merry Christmas, guys. I apologize. I can't stay longer, but thank you for having me on, and I'll talk to you guys later.
Brian, it's great. Thanks for coming on.
You.
All right, peace, guys.
Brian McWilliams, everybody, who probably doesn't know how to turn himself off either.
I do.
Oh, man, it's been fun. We still got more stuff to get through, though. We still do. We got to get to, I said we weren't going to talk politics, but we got to get into some politics here because, it's Christmas and there's so many politics out there.
Christmas always brings politics.
It does. Now, we talked about this over Thanksgiving, our Thanksgiving episode. We talked about, like, what fucked up family, because there's always the articles, how to handle political conversations at the Thanksgiving table without, like, basically, like, killing somebody. Does your family actually have political conversations over the Christmas table? Are they that fucked up?
I try, but they won't.
Yeah, you're the fucked up one, man.
Dude, I got at Thanksgiving, my aunt, who's coming to Christmas Eve again, she's a nurse, retired, but like totally believes all the shit. So she's got all the shots, not just for the ones that they required, but what do you got? Shingle shots? Give it to me.
Bonus shots.
Flu shots, all these shots.
Extra credit.
She got shingles right after she got the shingle shot, and she was like, "Oh, I'm so glad I got that shot because it wasn't so bad." I swear to God.
No, it's less bad is not getting a shot at all.
Right. And this is, she'll probably not watch this podcast, but she's, drinks Diet Coke her whole life. Like she's, probably should exercise, go do all this shit. But she believes all the stuff. And she came up to me at Thanksgiving. She doesn't even go on Facebook that often or engage on it. But she's like, I saw what you said about nurses. And I was like, what are you talking? I'm like, what are you talking about? And she was talking about like some, at some point I must have said something when like they were doing all the praise for nurses for being brave for going to work. I'm like, oh,
said
do you mean
something? Come on, Dave.
Yeah.
That was like,
yeah. She's like, we
come
didn't
on.
have
You're Dave.
PPE. I'm like, I don't care. Like, you got a fucking job to do. You're a nurse. Like, I don't know. Go blame the
Tell your
hospital
people to stop
administrator.
doing TikTok dances, and then we can talk.
Right,
Fair enough.
exactly. Sorry, I
Now,
don't know what to tell you.
You brought up
But,
you brought up the shots. I've got a Christmas gift for Bill that's kind of shot related. And no, it's not the vaccine, but I forgot about it. I forgot I got you a Christmas. If y'all were here, you'd get Christmas gifts too, but you're not.
Dr. Anthony Fauci wear a mask?
Dr. Anthony Fauci action figure.
Oh, it's an action figure.
It's an Anthony Fauci action figure.
Awesome.
Very cool.
Now you got like what Twitter says saved more lives than anybody else will in the history of humanity. You've got an action figure of him because he's a superhero now.
I'm going to take
It's like a Jesus Christ action figure, but more socially acceptable.
Look at that.
Right, exactly.
I think he has kung fu grip.
You broke him.
Does he like hold up a syringe like when he pushes back? Does he like jab?
Oh, he kills puppies actually.
Yeah.
Does he come with like a
look at
puppy
that.
with a head box attachment?
There you go. Merry Christmas. You got Anthony
Very
Fauci.
cool. I love it. I love it.
Sucks you
cool.
can't see him on your desk because
That's true, yeah.
you got to hold him like that the whole rest of the time. Now I want to talk more politics a little bit, but before speaking of politics, I don't know if you guys have seen Joe Biden. The president always comes out with a presidential Christmas address, like them and their wife.
yeah.
They're like, Merry Christmas, blah, blah, blah. Joe Biden came out with his 2022 Christmas address, and we're going to listen to it. You ready for it?
Let's do it.
Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. But I might point out, when I went to Dearborn, driving that, was up there. I don't know, man. I think the press thought I was crazy. I enjoyed it so much going up, and it is. And by the way, there's places where I shouldn't be starting off and negotiating in public here, but let me say it this way: how old would you be if you didn't know how old you were? I mean, excuse me. I beg your pardon. The United States. as you observed, I'm a fairly practical guy. And so I'm going to say something outrageous. If it holds near and dear to you that you like to be able to... Anyway. So from our family to yours,
Merry Christmas and
happy holidays.
I love it.
that
Can you
was
hear- I love
beautiful.
I love
And
Jill
also
Biden.
you.
There's that Jill Biden's accent. You can hear it, you guys down by the water, you guys down from Philly, okay? That's the beautiful Delaware accent you guys are referring to.
That was it.
Okay, you guys, just come down if you get there, hon. No big deal.
So did you feel like you're in the Christmas mood after that heartfelt Christmas message from Joe Biden?
Definitely inspires.
Santa delivered to us a record low gas prices.
Yes, he did. Did you see his post today? He's like, people traveling for Christmas. You know the guy doesn't post on Twitter himself because he doesn't know how to do that.
He's not even allowed to talk on TV by himself.
Right, he's not
without being shut down or
But
controlled.
The post
So,
was
no.
The post was for people traveling for Christmas for the holidays this year are saving up to $200 a month on gas from the costs in July. Basically, like, Merry Christmas, I did this. And it's like, oh, thanks, you dropped the prices that you made go up in the first place.
Yes.
Merry
If you're
Christmas.
taking responsibility for the price drop, you have to take responsibility for the price hike if it happened under your watch.
That's like
that's
like taking a toy from your kids and regifting it to them for Christmas.
Right.
It's like,
Yep.
Merry Christmas, I
Which
gave you
I've
this.
also done.
For sure. They haven't played with this in a while. Dan, this whole episode has just been us realizing how shitty of a father you are.
Yes. And
Indeed.
Continue. Merry Christmas.
Oh man. So
Why? 'Cause I tell them the truth, except for when it comes to gifts. Then I re-gift them things that I gifted them that they didn't appreciate.
I mean,
them
if there
first.
were,
it's
yeah.
just about appreciation, okay? It's all good fathering because it's just appreciation.
Yeah, they didn't appreciate it last year, so let's try again this year. Now, talking, because Dan, you brought up the
It's about second chances.
You brought up the Santa Clauses, the TV show. I haven't seen it yet. You said you've seen it, and you said it holds up to the original movie.
No,
not quite. But
it's way better than I was anticipating.
It's
being
better
made in
than the third one,
2022.
though.
Well,
yes, it's better than some of the Santa Claus's movies I've seen.
Yes,
but yes, no, it's not great. As of like 5 years ago, it's okay. As of now, it's like the bar is so on the ground at this point for especially like Christmas entertainment and shit like that. Yes, it holds up to that extent.
Now, Dave, have you seen it? Have you seen the Santa Clauses? You did.
Yep.
Did you like it too?
Yep. I did. I thought that was a pretty fair review that he just gave. Like, I think I may have seen the second one at some point. I never saw the third one.
It's
Yeah.
kind of
But
like
the first one was great. and I
Real
thought
bad.
The first one was fantastic.
It's kind of like the Karate Kid
Third one's
movies.
real bad.
Number 3,
Yeah.
nobody really includes number 3
Yeah,
anymore.
that's true, yeah.
Because it was so bad. Now, did you hear about all the outrage over Tim Allen because of the Santa Clauses show? Did you hear about this?
I did not hear about it.
Dan?
I could probably bet what it is. Is it Tim Allen attacked by woke mob over problematic Christmas joke in Santa Clauses? No. I would have guessed that it's because, from what I heard, he pushed for having some conservative values to some extent, and there were some points that I noted where they say like Christmas is about believing in what you don't see and stuff like. So it's not like overt Christian messaging or anything, but he was like, "Hey, we're gonna work this in there in some way." And
But that was
I feel
the
like
message
they
from the
did
first
it
one.
tactfully.
Yeah, the little
believing
girl.
is not what you see.
Seeing
but
isn't
seeing what-
believing. Believing
yeah.
is seeing. or
Right there, you go.
something.
Yeah.
After she gave him her like 1,000-year-old
Hot
hot chocolate
chocolate,
recipe
which
that
would
was
make me believe
just
it, too.
like extra cocoa shaken not stirred. It's like,
Right.
really, it took you fucking 1,000 years to come up with that?
Well, yes, but my wife hasn't
Slacking
figured it out
bitches.
yet.
Now the outrage is based on the line Tim Allen gives that basically he says it's problematic to even say Merry Christmas anymore, and
Right.
everybody like got their panties in a wad over him just saying
And they
that.
they proved his point immediately.
Yeah, right.
Because he said it, and they got offended by it.
Yes. So it's like everybody's offended by saying Merry Christmas, and they're like, we're offended by you saying that we're offended.
Now, what's funny is there's a scene in the show where he's going over the naughty nice list, and he's got like this HR elf, right? And she's like, we don't really say naughty anymore. We say misunderstood, right? and so it's kind of funny. But then I saw an article in BBC where they're like, is there a problem with Santa's naughty list? And so I'm like, okay, so he's just kind of proving their point.
Right. So I just want to read this quick to see if there's anything more interesting. It says, beloved sitcom dad Tim Allen was slammed Thursday. I like how they misuse the word slammed. By woke Twitter users after saying Merry Christmas is suddenly problematic. The 69-year-old, did you know Tim Allen was 69?
that's
Holy
crazy.
shit.
Nice.
69, he's like your age, Bill.
I know,
The
right?
69-year-old actor who has never been shy about political beliefs was frosted out by Twitter, I like that pun, for using the line in his scripted holiday show. Santa had the red hat all along. We just ignored it, wrote one user, referring to the Make America Great Again.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my God.
Are you serious?
Awesome.
So because Santa's wearing a red hat, obviously he's a MAGA fan. So instantly because of that outrageous line, he's obviously a white supremacist and a right-wing extremist because he feels this holiday that is named after Christianity, they might actually put a little bit of Christian element into it. And
what's funny is that they were already outraged by him.
Well, yeah,
long ago. They were pissed off at him for being a right winger at all, and that's why he wasn't in the Buzz Lightyear crappy movie throwaway. Who gives a shit? Because Disney separated themselves from him, and now they're like, well, that's not working out, and nobody gave two shits about that. So let's bring him back for this. And then he's like, I'll come back. To my understanding, he's like, I'll come back if we can work some sort of just kind of subliminal, wholesome element to it.
Yeah.
In the spirit of the holiday, and okay, fine. And now everybody's pissed off that.
Yes, but
I mean, honestly, they're just pissed off that he's in it because they knew what his politics were to begin with, so they were going to be pissed off no matter what.
Right.
But it worked so well that they've signed him up
and
for
he didn't
season
really
2.
do any.
What's that?
Oh yeah, I'm sure they love the money.
Oh yeah.
And he's not like Gina Carano or anything. He didn't say anything. He's not like a crusader.
Right.
I was a little bit shocked that they let that I Love Satan.
Oh yeah.
I love that. I love
saw
that, dude. I saw all the Christians freaking out
Okay,
about
listen,
it. And I'm like,
as the
that's
resident
hilarious.
atheist, I
Me and
was
my
triggered.
kids laughed their
I
asses
was
off.
triggered.
Yeah, I disagree.
The Christians
I thought it was
can't have anything.
hilarious.
I love Satan. I'm like, who's watching this? This is really,
And then
I'm like,
they
it's okay,
freaked
this is for
out
kids.
because they were scared at I don't know. I don't trust Disney at all, obviously, but I don't know. I'm seeing my people get all triggered by it. I'm like, guys,
It was like the '90s again. Christians.
It's funny.
Yes,
Yes, it's just it's funny.
Right.
Yeah.
So
me and my kids have dark humor, and we laughed our asses off at.
Now, I think I brought up, maybe I haven't, but there's always a post every year that's like, why do we even celebrate Christmas anymore in this country? We're not a Christian country. It's like, you get a fucking day off. You're welcome. What? Yeah. You don't shy away from taking the day off. You don't shy away from putting up the Christmas tree and giving out doing all the things that is supposedly in honor of Christmas. But if you keep it the word Christmas, that's problematic. It's like you didn't have a problem with it when you're like if you want to stay at work, that's fucking fine. But you're welcome. You get a day off of work. I don't understand why is that big a fucking deal. If you want to put an X on it and call it Xmas or just say winter solstice, I don't care.
So my my mother-in-law went to my niece's Christmas concert, although that's not what it was called. It was
a winter festival.
It was a winter festival, and she said they didn't sing any Christmas songs. Nobody said anything about Christmas. There was nothing. It was just like this. It was a winter celebration.
Now they're like, why is the government, which is separation from church and state, why are they having these basically government mandated holidays? It's like, why don't we say that about all the holidays?
Right.
Why does the government get to mandate that you take days off in the first place? That's the real bullshit of it. It's like you're bitching about one thing.
What if we don't believe in veterans?
Yes. What if we don't believe in
government?
Yeah, government in general. Yeah, I don't even know what are all the holidays we take off. Like who?
Yeah.
I don't know. It just the fact that
Martin Luther King was. Never mind.
An extremist.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't believe in labor, you know.
I just find it completely stupid that people get up in arms. Say, you said Merry Christmas. I can't believe it's just like it's fucking Christmas. If you don't like it, go start your own holiday.
Yeah.
Just like
Again, the only thing about this show that they're offended by is their desire to be offended by something that Tim Allen is in. Desire to be offended by literally anything they can come up with, but the fact that he's in something is even more triggering. So it's like, let's find whatever we can.
Right.
The only thing they could find was this throwaway line, and who gives a shit?
I feel like they really had to pick apart to find the.
It's probably like 15 people on Twitter that Disney is taking very seriously, as they're known to do.
It's the same group of people that get pissed off about the Starbucks cups every year, right? Not Christmas enough.
Well, obviously, yeah. So,
well, it's like the inverse of that.
Yes, the inverse.
It's like the same thing, but different, same shit, different.
The opposite
label.
spectrum, 15 people.
I'm pissed that you do have red Starbucks cups because that represents MAGA, and we can't have MAGA cups in your.
It's either MAGA or Satan, if they're any different.
Those are your only two options: is MAGA and Satan. So I don't know, Dave. You're a resident atheist,
agnostic.
Same thing. What's your opinion of Christmas as a federal holiday?
Oh, I mean, the same as any libertarians. I mean, yeah, that's the government has no place in Christmas. But I do like taking the day off, and I'm pro-Christmas. And I would have said that people crying about the war on Christmas like 10 years ago or 15 years ago were like just crazy, but there's definitely a war on Christmas. So
I was going to say that they were right. So, they were just ahead of their time.
Yeah, they were ahead of their time. Yeah, I got to go back. Dan and I have talked about this. Go back to the evangelical Christians of the 90s who were talking about all the shit that was going to come from the video games and the gangster rap. They were right. It just
I don't like the slippery slope.
It wasn't quite
analogy,
as dead,
But here we are at the bottom,
awful.
and it's hard to deny looking back on it.
It's like you denied the slippery slope until you're sitting at the bottom. You're like, shit, that was a slippery slope,
right? Right. Oh man, yeah.
And that slope was so fucking slippery. It was ridiculous. All right, let's get away from politics.
Very lubed up in public schools. I gotta go soon. Is there anything else you want from me before I go?
Yeah, for you to stick around and hang out for a while.
That is the one thing I can't give you right now.
Well, how much time you got? You got time to play Christmas movie trivia?
Go.
Okay, a couple minutes. Dave, do you want to play Christmas movie trivia with us?
Let's do it.
All right. I can't participate because I can see the answers.
Sure, I'll do it.
So Bill's gonna play. All right. So Christmas, away from the politics, Christmas movie trivia, because we're not here to have a real podcast. I just wanted to bitch a little bit because get it out of our systems before we get around the kitchen table. Because I don't believe politics belongs at the Christmas table. Because
disagreed.
Well, but you're an asshole. We've decided throughout this whole show.
Here, and also with you.
All right, Christmas movie trivia. Let's keep score. Bill, you want to keep score on your nothing over there?
Sure. There we go.
All right, starting out. If you have the answer, we'll just go around. Well, I'll start with one. We'll take turns, and then if somebody doesn't know it, I'll pass it on. What is number one? What is the best-selling Christmas movie of all time? Dan.
The Passion of no. I'm gonna say Elf. I'm going actual modern.
I wish I had like a buzzer sound. I'll just make it. You're wrong. Dave, passing it to you.
Home Alone 2.
No. Put your bell away. Do you have a buzzer? The bell's for if you're right.
No.
That's a really long ringing bell, too. Good God.
Yes, it is.
Bill, do you know?
So is this like box office take or like home video?
It just says what the best-selling movie of all time. I don't know. It doesn't give specifics.
I'm going with It's a Wonderful Life.
No.
All right.
The answer is 2018's The Grinch with
That's horrible.
Cumberbatch.
Wow.
Or
That's a horrible movie.
That was
Wait. So the remake?
The remake.
Not even the Jim Carrey one? That's crazy.
Wow.
Yeah, no, what's the Benedict Cumber. Yeah,
Cumberbatch.
The
Doctor Strange.
Benedict Cumbersnatch.
Yes,
There you go.
that guy. All right, number two. Since you all failed, number two. What is the name of Ralphie's father in A Christmas Story?
I don't know because that movie sucks too. We didn't even get into that. That was Dave's other favorite.
I'm
and
glad you all.
just
that's not my
no.
favorite.
I'm glad you all are in like the
Wayside.
same studio setting because I think there'd be fists being thrown down over Christmas movies today.
No,
My Old
there'd be
Man.
hugs.
No idea, Dan? Bill, do you know?
He just called him My Old Man.
Correct. He had no name. His name was My Old Man. He
Wow.
The Old Man.
Good job, dude.
Yeah,
Thanks.
good job. He likes that movie. He's old.
Oh,
let's-
was your other favorite?
Oh, Bill,
It was
you
somebody's
can't.
other favorite.
Bill, you can't answer this one. What object does George promise to give Mary in It's a Wonderful Life?
Oh.
Dave, go.
The moon.
You're not Dave.
man.
Dave.
Yeah,
Dave.
I've only seen that one once.
Dave.
Yeah, I don't know.
Do you have an answer?
Was it the moon?
It's
Is
the
it
moon. Dave, you get a point. Point for Dave.
Boom.
Throw a
Ding.
lasso around it. I'll pull it down. I'll give it to you. It'll be really ridiculous. You'll have to find a place for it in your house.
I'll do it. Front the moon.
Is that
for
your
you.
impersonation of William Shatner doing It's a
Yeah,
Wonderful
that's
Life?
kinda what sounds like Captain Kirk.
I'll throw a lasso around it. Pull it down for you. I'll give it to you for Christmas.
All right, Bill.
That's all I
This
got.
one's for you.
Okay.
In Frosty the Snowman, what is the name of the magician?
Oh gosh.
We might have did this one on our first.
We might have.
I don't know. Nobody remembers. If I don't remember, nobody else does.
Oh gosh.
I think
was-
you did the Grinch one too, because
That's
I
what I'm saying.
vaguely remember being horrified by that.
Yeah,
thing.
that might be.
I think
yeah.
this might be the list exact trivia game that we
Yeah,
did.
it might be. Was it
Nice. I don't remember. Obviously.
Harry the Great?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Dave, do you have an answer? No, definitely not. we came
What's
up
the question?
The name of the magician on Frosty the Snowman. Bill said Harry the Great, which is very far from the answer. Dave,
No idea.
Dan.
I'm gonna say Steve.
I remember 2 years ago on this question, like you kept giving the same name for
Did I?
every answer, and it's like, no, Bill, that's no character
Stop.
in no movie. The answer is Professor Hinkle.
Oh, that's right.
No,
I was close.
You were close.
Stephen Hinkle.
I had the H.
Okay, Dan, this one's for you. Because you didn't say Christmas Vacation as one of your favorites. What are the names of the neighbors in Christmas Vacation?
I've
I know
never
that.
seen it.
Oh my
I have
God!
no
You've never
idea.
seen it?
Oh my God!
Jane,
You've
Bill,
never seen it? Oh my god.
Tim,
Wow, he's your
and
brother.
Janet.
Dave, you can.
And why is the carpet all wet, Todd? I don't know, Margot.
Yes.
Point for Dave. Point for Dave. If you don't know
Bro,
that
go
line,
watch that movie.
do it. Like you're leaving here in a minute. Go watch Christmas Vacation now.
No.
Let's see. What is the full name of George Bailey's guardian angel in It's a Wonderful Life? Dan. Dan, you suck.
Stephen.
George,
No, that's Bailey's name.
Paul,
No.
Ringo,
What?
and I can't remember the last one. John, I'm pretty sure.
Dave, any answer?
I don't know.
Bill, do you have an answer?
It's Clarence.
Clarence, what? Full name it says.
It was
Thomas.
just Clarence.
No.
Are you serious?
No. You for being such a big shot It's a Wonderful Life fan, you don't know shit.
Clarence the Guardian Angel?
No. That's it. His last name was the Guardian Angel. Yep, you're right. Clarence Oddbody.
Oddbody?
Oddbody. I can't believe you didn't know that.
I can't believe he had a last name.
All right, here's some more modern ones for the young kids like Dan. Let's see. In the original How the Grinch Stole Christmas in 2000, which wasn't,
That wasn't
the original.
Not even close to the original.
Original was
but
like
go
in
on.
what, 69?
Yes, but in the original in 2000, the original 2000s
Oh,
version.
sure.
So it's original for 2000. What gift does Cindy Lou Who give Max? Dan.
Give Max.
Does Dan have any points?
No.
Antlers.
Dave.
He didn't say if I was wrong.
You
I
know,
don't know. I can't remember.
If I was wrong, you would have said.
It was wrong.
do you know?
I don't know.
It says a plate of green eggs and ham.
What?
Is that from the cartoon, maybe? Like
No.
I don't know. I don't remember this at all. I think it's a lie. I
Yeah.
think it's lies.
Don't know.
I'm gonna have to go watch it now.
All right.
Not the 2021.
Dave, who is
I do
the
like the
villain?
Easter egg.
Dave, who's the villain in Santa Claus 3, the escape clause?
Ugh.
Oh, yeah, I do know. Is it Jack Frost?
It is Jack Frost, but
Oh.
not the Michael Keaton Jack Frost. It is-
Jack Frost.
That'd have been a great.
I get a
crossover.
point.
Yeah, Martin Short.
Yeah.
right?
There you go. There you go.
Boom. Point me.
Dan, what is...
I got a point for that, right?
You get a no. Bonus for Dan.
Why?
Dan, because...
You didn't have to say he was right. When I answered, you didn't say if I was right or wrong. You gave Dave a chance. And then when he answers, and you're like, yes, good job. And then I don't get a point.
You got it right. You have not got one question right on your own.
I would have gotten that one if I had a chance. To
It
answer
wasn't
the
your
question.
turn.
I did.
All right, this one's for you. What is the name of Santa's super sled engine in the movie Elf?
I don't care. The Power Man 5000.
Close. Very close. Very close. You want to try it? You want a second chance?
The Kringle Expedia 3500.
I'll give you a half a point. It's the Kringle 3000. Half a point
Damn.
for Dan. You're not going away empty-handed.
Both answers combined, I'm even closer.
Yes.
There's 1,000 in there.
Let's see. Moving on to Christmas movie music, I guess. Music. Which Christmas song plays?
Mariah Carey.
What Christmas song plays during the end credits of Die Hard? Bill.
Oh, Let It Snow, Let It Snow, Let It Snow.
Point for Bill.
I just watched that last night.
Dan, chance to redeem yourself. What song does Buddy join to sing with Jovi, which she's in the shower, and when she's in the shower on Elf?
What's that rapey one?
It's the rapey one. You get a point just for calling
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
If you can name it, you'll
Yeah.
get 2 points.
You know, I know. It's the rapey one.
Okay, 1 point for the
rapey.
Wait.
One-
It is. Baby, it's cold outside.
Yes, 2 points for Dan. 1 for rapey, 2 for the actual
3
name.
points if you include the one that I got right earlier.
Outside.
Let's see.
Baby, it's
Dave.
warm inside.
God. Dave, let's get a good one for you. What is the name of the tune sung by Kermit the Frog on Christmas Eve in the Muppet Christmas Carol? I think we talked about this.
I've never actually seen that.
You did a perfect replication.
It got good
of the
reviews
song.
from everybody though, so I'll check it out. I don't know.
Dan, do you know?
Question again?
Oh my God. You checked out already. What is the name of the tune sung by Kermit the Frog on Christmas Eve in the Muppet Christmas Carol?
There's a couple. He sings the
What,
one.
What's
at
the name of
beginning.
that
He
one,
also
though?
sings-
What's the name of that
Is
one?
that the one?
That's the one.
Shit.
I think you were singing it earlier.
No, I thought Dave was.
Oh, no, Brian might have been.
Oh, Brian. Yeah, he did do it. Dang.
Oh, shit.
One more.
Kermit the Frog here.
Woke moralists, up yours.
That's it.
I have no idea.
One more sleep
remember the
until
tune.
Christmas. You get a point, though, for the tune.
Oh, after all, it's only one more sleep till Christmas.
Yeah,
I
That's
should
the
get
one.
2 points
That's
for
the one.
knowing
That's
the
it.
song.
You get 2 points now.
Thank you.
That was a perfect example.
I need this boost in my morale. He just wants me to stick around.
I do. I don't want you to be like, I suck at this. I'm out.
This is gay.
This is super gay. Christmas movie quotes again. What movie is the line "I made my family disappear" from? Bill.
Home Alone.
Correct.
Home Alone.
This one's way too easy. Who said it? Who said
I
it?
get
It was Kevin McAllister.
Me.
Okay,
It
perfect.
was me. I said it.
You did. You did. All right.
If everybody doesn't get a chance at all the questions, what are the rules? These were not established at all.
I did. I said if you don't get it, I pass to the next, and we'll take turns.
It's gay. It's gay.
It is super gay. Dave, what is the line? You're skipping Christmas? Isn't that against the law? What's that from? I just watched this one. It's a good one. It's not a classic, but it's a good one.
Is that 4 Christmases?
No. Bill, any idea?
Christmas with the Cranks.
Christmas with the Cranks. Bill gets a point.
Yeah, that's right. That was a good one.
Dan.
Tim Allen. Busting out
yeah,
good
yes.
Christmas movies.
Dan, handicap question. What movie is God Bless Us Everyone from?
Well, it could be from The Muppets Christmas Carol. It could be from the Jim Carrey Christmas Carol. Could be from the classic whatever the fuck one was that we watched, Christmas
Bill Murray?
Carol, that was on the VHS. Nope, that's not it. Nope, it's definitely not that one. Anything with Bob Cratchit and his little crippled boy, Tiny Tim.
You get
in
4
it.
points for naming 4 different ones.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
Take the lead.
You're like the special retard child that we just give. No, you showed up.
4-point question.
Also in
Crazy.
Scrooge.
Special Christmas Olympics. I like it.
All right, Dave. Final question for you.
And God bless us, everyone.
Dave, what movie is
It's the
Rudolph?
Tiny Tim edition, where everybody gets a shot, no matter how crippled they are.
Dave, what movie is Rudolph with your nose so bright? Won't you guide my sleigh tonight from?
Give me a fucking break.
Would that be Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer?
No.
That's it. That's it.
That's
now,
it.
second point if you can say who said it.
That would be Santa Claus.
That's 2 points.
Wow.
2 points for Dave.
He's not real,
Boom,
Dave.
2-pointer.
He's not real.
What's the final tally?
Let's see. I got 4.
Damn, you suck.
I got less questions. Dan got let's see, 6.
Dan got 18 points.
8.5 points, and Dave got 5.
Oh, Dan is the winner. That's that retard strength you got.
Everybody
going.
likes an underdog story, okay? Retard coming into a trivia challenge where he's never seen any of the movies that are talked about. Yeah, I mean, you got to celebrate it.
All right.
Yeah, you would have got the Christmas Vacation one had you seen it one time over the past 35 years.
I haven't.
All right.
I know.
Do you all
Movies
want?
haven't lasted that long.
Do you all want a bonus question worth 10 points?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
No, I'm good.
Dan's like, no.
No, I win.
All right, bonus question, 10 points. What song does Judy Garland sing in Meet Me in St. Louis? Dave, you're old.
Is it
I've never seen
Meet
that.
Me in St. Louis?
It's not.
Not even familiar with it. Never heard of it.
I haven't either. Bill, you're old.
Have yourself a merry little
Oh,
Christmas.
good God, you've seen it?
No, but I like that version of the song.
Holy shit. Bill takes the lead.
Wow.
Wait. I got one
You
worth
watched it
20
on,
points.
Like reel-to-reel, like crank, whatever.
I got a
Shit.
question for you guys worth 20 points. Who is the Queen of Christmas?
I know this. Can I answer? I will win right off the bat. Who's the Queen of Christmas?
Shirley
Mariah
Temple?
Carey.
There you go.
Dan, did you say that? Mariah?
Yes.
Mariah Carey? Dan takes the
Yes.
lead again. Sorry, Bill.
I didn't think I said the right one.
It is
but I was gonna
Mariah
take
Carey.
credit for it
She
either way.
is the Queen of Christmas.
Somehow.
Now, do you feel that Mariah Carey deserves those accolades
no.
of being
I
the
feel
Queen?
like off with her head for all the treason that she's committed.
Dave, do you like Mariah Carey's? What's I
All
don't
I want for Christmas.
Yeah, oh yeah. All I
No,
want for Christmas. is you.
I'm on team hate that song. I know people that love that song though.
You
It's
said
so bad.
you love that song? Is that what you said?
No. I hate that song. I feel like that song, like I would use that if I was.
He believed
torturing
in
people at
Jesus before
Guantanamo
that
Bay.
song.
It's so bad.
That song came around and he's just like, nope, I am definitely an
There is
atheist.
no God,
There's
obviously.
there's no God at all. Now, Dan, I know you got to leave, so last year I found that book, Hookers and Blow Save Christmas, and that actually kept you around last time. I know this one's not going to keep you around because I was looking for a book, like an inappropriate kids book like that, and all I found was this title here.
My Two Dads.
A modern gay Christmas Carol parody. Almost. You almost got it.
Is that a kid's story or
No.
a porn?
It's an erotic novel about
My Gay Christmas.
based on A Christmas Carol, and it is so fucking bad. Dude, we're only going to be around for like 5 more minutes. Do you want to stick around to hear a little bit of a modern gay Christmas parody?
No.
But you do. You really do. This is the grand,
I actually do gotta go.
This is the grand finale, though.
I gotta go.
All right.
I know, but I do gotta go.
I will.
I'm like a half hour and 2 minutes over budget. So.
All right. I will text.
Thank you.
I will message you.
And I will definitely watch a gay
modern gay Christmas Carol.
Modern gay Christmas Carol parody.
Yes.
In the future, and I look forward to hearing about the gay past, present, and future, and
I don't know if we'll
childhood in the public school systems, and I look forward to hearing about their brave elderly excursions.
We
into,
won't get that far.
Monkeypox.
This is a full
all the things.
This is a full novel, so we won't get into the whole thing.
No
I
joke?
just want to read like it's like a it's like an erotic novel.
Oh my gosh.
But the funny thing is, you can tell it's not written by a gay dude because because it's so gay. It's like it's so gay. Like spoiler, Dan. There's no Tiny Tim in this. There's they have a roommate that's homeless that they took
There's
into their
Horny
home.
Jim?
No, his name is Tiny Twink.
Oh my.
Oh dear God, it's worse. It's worse than my parody.
Yes. So it's like I said, there's no way a gay guy wrote this because it's just
right.
super gay. Dave, do you want to stick around for a little bit of modern gay Christmas parody?
Actually, I'm already feeling pretty uncomfortable.
So in other words, yes, you do. 2 minutes, Dave. You gotta hear a little bit of it. Dan, tell us where we can find about you and things.
The system is down.tv or on the internet wherever the system is downs are sold, and you can find me in real life at P.O. Box 84, Aledo, Illinois 61231.
Are you in
and
the
send me
P.O.
Christmas
box?
presents.
Are you in that P.O. box?
I sure am.
You said we could find you in real life.
You can find me there. Yeah, go
Okay.
check it out.
Cool. Thanks for 3 great Christmas years, Dan. It's been fun, and you'll probably never do this again.
And also with you.
Thank you. Have a good Christmas, whatever
See you,
you're
buddy.
doing.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas and Happy Hanukkah, because I'm not an anti-Semite or anything. And Happy Holidays, because I'm not anti-atheist, because that would be very offensive. I believe in science. And climate change is very real, and you should get everyone in your family
he had to go.
a
thought he had to
booster.
leave. It's been
Get
2
them a
minutes.
booster for Christmas,
Hold
and
up your
they
doll.
will love you forever for the rest of their life, which is probably 3 to 4 weeks. Science has proven. And in that time of their passing, you can believe very wholeheartedly in your Lord and Savior, Dr. Fauci. Thank you. Good night.
Good night.
I got more laughs than Brian. Goodbye.
Goodbye. Dave, has anybody told you you look like a younger Anthony Fauci?
Yeah, you did one time, you dickhead.
I don't remember that, but I just looked over at his action figure. I'm like, kind of looks like Dave.
Yeah, I've heard that one time before this show, and it was you.
All right, fair enough. Dave, how does it feel to have your own action figure?
Feels pretty good. I feel like he should have the antithesis. Like Rand Paul should be the bad guy.
Yeah,
that would be.
figure.
There was an AOC action figure in that set too, but it was like $20 versus that one was like $15, and AOC was like $20. I'm like, why would I pay more for AOC? She has saved no lives, and
Right.
Anthony Fauci has saved millions. So we got to get into the gay Christmas Carol parody, because Dave wants to hear it. Bill wants to hear it too. So I'm gonna skip around because there's the beginning part, and that's just kind of boring, but it's pretty gay too.
Sure.
Ebenezer Scrooge's old partner, both business and in life. They had to point that out. Just to cue you in, every character in the story is gay. That's how you know this was obviously written in a realistic manner. Jacob Marley was long since dead. In fact, he had died 20 years ago that day on Christmas Eve.
Was it AIDS?
Probably. There was no memorial service planned. No thinking of you cards arrived in the mail. Nobody called to ask how Ebenezer was doing. Blah, blah, blah. I don't fucking care. Let's get to the gay shit.
Skip to the hot stuff.
Yes.
Ebenezer.
It says, most people hated him and avoided him at all costs, talking about Scrooge, which was exactly what he liked. Years ago, he was reluctant to purchase computers and internet access. After all, he had already had a typewriter, and the phone bills were quite high enough. This sounds like our old boss.
Yeah, right.
However, he was thrilled as much as an old curmudgeon can be thrilled about anything when he realized that business could be conducted online with computers, which meant that it was no longer necessary to have constant human interaction in order to buy and sell stock, to check account balances, to watch funds accumulate.
That definitely sounds like our old boss.
One fortunate soul who did have to interact with Ebenezer Scrooge was his poor assistant, Bob Cratchit. Bob was overworked, underpaid, underappreciated, and one hell of a sexy DILF type.
Oh, my.
His jet black hair was cut close-cropped, and he had wired frame glasses with thin lenses. Bob's suits were always perfectly pressed. His classic ties contained... Yeah, he's a typical gay guy. What do you expect? It was blustery, snowy, and particularly cold Christmas Eve, and Bob Cratchit and Ebenezer Scrooge worked away in... blah, blah, blah. Then Bob gets into the fact that it's cold outside, and he wants to turn up the thermostat, obviously. It says, getting no satisfactory response from his observation about the weather, Bob Cratchit got up from his desk and made his way to the thermostat. Mr. Cratchit, Scrooge's cranky baritone voice boomed out each syllable. What do you think you're doing? Raising the temperature a degree or two to take the chill away. Are you aware of the nature of oil? Then he goes on to say, since you're so cold, there are other ways to keep warm.
Oh.
Yeah, indeed. Bob Cratchit was hoping it wouldn't come to this again, not today on Christmas Eve. In order to keep what precious little dignity was left, Bob offered a token of resistance. I don't know what you mean, said Mr. Scrooge, said Bob. Ebenezer Scrooge changed tactics. How long has it been since your husband lost his job? He asked. So long that the unemployment payments ran out almost a year ago, Bob said. And how long have you worked here? About 5 years. If you think it's cold in here right now, imagine how cold, this is really rapey. Imagine how cold it would be in your apartment this winter if you have no income because I fired you for insubordination. Bob shuddered when he imagined the look on his husband's face to go home and tell him on Christmas Eve that he got fired. If that wasn't bad enough, last August they had come up with a way to earn extra money. They rented out their extra income, or their extra bedroom, which they had previously used as a home office, to a college student nicknamed Tiny Twink. He moved in the end of August. Everything was fine until on Columbus Day when Tiny Twink went home to visit his parents. While home, Twink told his parents that he was gay, and they went ballistic, so they cut off his money. So now he can't pay for his home either, and he's probably crippled. So they're comparing the Twink to a cripple, like Tiny Tim in this.
Right,
or
because
what
his
are they
parents crippled him financially.
So Bob's meager salary from Scrooge and Marley was now supporting all three of them. Now that he had his employee between the proverbial rock and a literal hard place inside his pants, Ebenezer simply said, well... Bob gave in, saying exactly what Ebenezer wanted to hear. I think I could get warmer if we created some friction between our naked bodies, sir.
God.
Then it turns out like he gets more interested in his work and he doesn't have to get fucked by Scrooge. So
workplace sexual harassment.
Harassment? This is... What do you think, Dave? You're like so quiet over here. I don't know if you're like speechless or not listening.
He's horrified.
Yeah, I was just kind of thinking. Yeah, I was waiting for, you want my opinion on this?
Yes, I want your opinion, Dave.
I think that this is bad writing.
It's terrible. It's horrible.
It's a cheap knockoff. I'm sick of people just taking stories and just repackaging it as like the same story, whatever. Yeah, I would say we should abandon ship here.
Yeah, I think it sounds like a bad CW episode.
Yeah, awful. This is an awful story. Yeah.
They take the original story, which was probably written really well for its time.
Well, of course, yeah, it's Dickens.
They turned it to really they just added a lot of gay shit. It's very
yeah.
It's very like what's the what's it called when they just add nudity for the sake of adding nudity? What
Gratuitous.
Gratuitous. Yeah, it's like super gratuitous, like gayness in this,
Yes.
but it's so much of it. It's like, yeah, we're gonna have these guys, and they're going to work. We're gonna make it modern time, so we gotta like throw
computers
in
and
this
stock
really
brokers.
cheesy modern stuff, and then we gotta throw in this super gratuitous gay shit.
Yeah,
and obviously they're all gay. And how are we gonna? What's Tiny Tim? We can't have him be a cripple, so we're gonna instead make him like a twink, which I don't think any gay person would call another gay person a twink.
I don't know.
That's why.
I'm not speaking for gays, but I don't think I'll just speak for men. Like men, I don't think want to read porno.
No.
Yeah,
Chicks read porno.
Yes.
I don't know about gay men.
And I don't. Yeah, I don't know if gay men read porn. I don't. But I can tell you that A Christmas Carol should never be porn.
Yeah, leave that alone.
That's as far as I've gotten, and that's as far as I could get.
I don't think.
I
would
don't
go
want to
further.
know where the I part of me wants to know where they go with the ghosts of whatever.
You don't.
But this could get. Oh my God! It's a whole novel. It's a whole novel for $4.99 on Google eBooks.
Wow, $4.99.
I know that sounds like a bargain, but I would not pay for that.
Yeah, right. That's $4.99. You're not getting back.
It's also like 5 minutes that you're not getting back, Dave. That I made you sit through.
I know he was trying to get out.
Yeah, you got me, dude. I should have went with Dan.
You should have. Now, last year we had a really good kids book.
Yeah, Hookers and Blow.
And like apparently that's the only like kind of good Christmas parody adult book out, like children's book out there, because I was Googling and this is the only thing I could come up with. It was like, well, I guess they're gonna suffer through this.
I should have brought my animated Die Hard Christmas book.
Why didn't you do that?
I know, because yes, it's perfect.
God, you suck.
I know.
Like why are you even here?
I'll tell you what, you guys did look great tonight. I really like the background. It's nice.
Yeah,
thank you.
Like,
Did a really good
you
job.
really went out.
Thank you. Yeah, I had to. Like the first year we did this, we were in our other room and we
Yes,
didn't have
that's right.
decoration. Then last year we kind of decorated, and this year I'm like, let's just vomit Christmas all over the room.
Yeah, you did a good job.
And I did.
If you're gonna do it right, man.
Right.
Yeah. This is your third Christmas celebration. Congrats on the tradition.
Well, thank you. Thank you for coming on, Dave. Thanks for sticking out the longest. You're the nicest, I guess, the most generous, because you're like, I will ride this out.
And you did get screwed on
course,
points in the trivia game. I'm going to say that.
Take that.
Dave.
Yeah, it was a pleasure, dudes.
Where can we find more about your shit, things that you do?
Dave versus Goliath is on YouTube and on Odyssey and on I guess what do I got? Facebook, Instagram, Spotify, Apple Music,
the internet.
Yeah, the internet. Dave versus Goliath. I'm on those things. I only have 2 days left of my 90-day Zuckerberg sentence, and then I'll be back streaming on his platform too.
Now, what? How shitty would you feel if they like tied you to this episode here, because this is streaming on Zuckerberg's thing, and they tied you to it because I tagged you in this, and they're like, no, we're giving you another 90-day ban.
Yeah, we heard that story, and here's 90 days for that one.
Merry Christmas, Dave.
The last time that I was on a ban, it was the last day when they got me with a meme from 4 years ago.
That's what YouTube did to me. They would give me, because you got the 3 strikes thing. It's like they would hit you on like an old thing or like a current thing, and you get like the week ban. And then at the end of the week, as soon as we come back on, they'd go dig up some old shit and then hit us again. And then like a week, like 2 days later, they went and dug even further and found something, and then we got perma banned. So we started.
Dude, just knowing like the picture that they got, and I'm sure you've seen it. It's a picture of Hunter Biden, like in the tub, with his arms kind of like this, with the cig hanging out his lip. Like everybody's seen it, and it's from here. First of all, we're talking about man nipples. You can have man nipples anywhere you want, but it's from here up. There's not even that. Him with a cigarette, and it was from 2018, I think, when I shared it, or 2020 maybe, and in 2022 they were like, beep, they zapped that, and they said it was for adult sexual exploitation.
There's no sexual anything in that.
Nothing sexual. But isn't that funny? Like what we know now about like after all the Twitter files and everything, it's like this is like one of the most criminal assholes on the whole planet, like doing all of the most illegal things, all of the worst things in the worst family in the world.
Right.
And they're like, you better not share a picture of that guy from 2 years ago. It's like, it's just crazy.
Now the question is Hunter Biden still on Facebook? That's the real question. Because how shitty would that be if he's still on Facebook, but you get banned because you showed his neckline? His neckline.
And I think they've shown more of Brittany Griner than they do of Hunter Biden.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right.
Oh, let's not even
That's
get
where we're
into
at.
Holy shit, there's some weird stuff there. Dave, you got Christmas coming up. If I get that you like
We
I
have
say,
it up north on the East Coast.
and you're a Satanist, and so, but you still believe in Christmas. So
I'm attempting to let Santa Claus into my heart, and if it works out, I'll think about Jesus.
Nice.
Fair enough.
Nice baby steps.
Dave, have a great Christmas. Thank you for coming on our show. The fact that we dug you up should be an honor to you because this is our greatest show of the year. I mean, sadly,
I am honored.
Sadly enough,
appreciate
this
it.
is the greatest it gets. This is the best it gets. So
You guys are fun. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
it's a
Merry
lot of fun.
Christmas.
Merry Christmas,
Dave.
Dave. Have a good Christmas. We will catch you
Peace.
soon.
Later on.
Hope you all enjoyed that. I hope you all have a freaking fantastic Christmas. This is our annual tradition. I'm already looking forward to next year's Christmas Extravaganza, and Bill is already going to sleep on me because that's how great of a Christmas show it was.
No.
If you want to hear more of our show, you can find us at the Break the Bell podcast all over the social medias. We are at the handle at Break the Bell Pod on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Follow us, like, subscribe, do all that happy shit that the kids tell you to do, and we can make next year's more extravagant because that's
what we do.
Ultimately, we only keep the show around just to get to the Christmas show at the end of the year. So
and the anniversary dates.
Yeah,
We try to make it to the anniversary.
Yeah, and even those we don't even care. But once you get past, it's like hitting 30. It's like those don't
doesn't matter.
No, it's just Christmas now.
Right.
Christmas. So join us next year. Otherwise, we'll be back every Monday night, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time for a lot of fun and a lot of bullshit to talk about. So if you never heard us before, come hang out for our normal show because it's always a blast.
We always have a good time.
We do. Any final thoughts? Any Christmas wisdom you want to share? Being as old as you are, you've experienced so many more Christmases than everybody else here.
Yes.
Do you have wisdom for a Christmas wisdom?
Yes. My Christmas wisdom is don't overthink it. Just go with it. Just let the spirit take you and ride it all the way to Happy Town.
After that gay Christmas parody, that's I don't know where to go with that.
Well, I figured the bar was set pretty low.
It's like, don't overthink about it. Just go with it. Ride it out. Like Bob Cratchit and everything. On that note, have a great Christmas. Merry Christmas to all and to all.
A good night.
Peace. You ruined it for me.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought we were doing this as a group, like a team. We were finishing each other's sentences.
Merry Christmas.
The Break the Bell podcast is brought to you by you. So pat yourself on the back because without you, we would be talking to ourselves. A special thanks to our Patreon members, Justin Zielinski, Remzo Martinez, Stephanie Parker, and T.O. Jacobson. A shout out to our sponsors, Run Your Mouth Coffee, the On the Run podcast, and Goulash Media. If you'd like to help support us, visit patreon.com/breakthebell or buy our garbage at breakthebell.bigcartel.com. Get back here next week and let us continue to invade your ear holes. And as always, never stop talking.